either see the Hell Knights will either be here, or we will receive a formal response from them in 10 days from the end of last session.
We're recording now, folks.
Yeah, so this session we are going to we were going to contact the devil to try and find a flesh crafter.
Yeah.
By the we're going to attempt to start researching Andre's amulet, and the devil will likely give us some kind of quest to do that'll take a week-ish. By the end of the 10-day week, and consequently the end of the month, we will receive word back from the Hell Knights, and we can begin the next month of kingdom building.
Nice.
Which I actually have stuff for now, because I made the cities. So if you go up to the top right here, you'll see some new places called Chandler Cross Map, Forest Edge Map, and Deep Hole Map. You can look at the actual cities themselves. I'll bring you to each one. Here's Chandler Cross.
Yeah.
Tell me when you're loaded in if you need to.
Loaded.
You can look at all the different locations.
Nice.
Windmill, Smithy Market, there's the Alchemist Shop, the stables, your guys' mansion, and the Temple to Babylon.
Mm-hmm.
Which, is it publicly going as Temple to Babylon, or are you still staying as Temple of Ordoom?
Ordoom for now. There's no reason to change it to Temple of Babylon.
Alright.
I mean, does anyone ever even visit it?
Yeah, some people do.
Okay. I was gonna say, every time we've been there, it's always been completely empty.
Well, every time you ever wanted to be there, it was when you guys needed secrecy.
That's fair.
But yeah, some people come by. There's no other, like, priests or acolytes yet.
Mm-hmm.
We need to get some. Maybe we can get some devils.
That was actually part of my thing. I wanted to bring a couple devils over.
Yeah, the flesh crafter could be one of them.
Well, there's notably at least two. I'd like at least two devils. The flesh crafter, and I'd like a devil to be my right hand man.
Your consort.
More like Count's aide.
So get rid of Jeddah.
Replace Jeddah.
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna make Jeddah your consort. Grim approves. Grim's just happy if you have a consort.
Grim is a weirdo who is all into breeding.
I wouldn't put it past him.
It comes from his family, okay?
Oh
Grim's
no,
breeding.
Austin,
I
don't like what you just posted in the not safe for work chat.
I think all of you should look at it.
I am afraid.
Oh boy.
Oh, fuck.
Yes, I'd like those two devils. I don't know how hard it is to bring devils over.
It requires a summoning and planar binding.
I know.
Or you need to open up. Basically, so if you summon them, they're only there for a temporary amount of time. But you'd have to find a way to plane shift them or gate them here.
Which I mean is.
But is that even possible considering the cradle?
Well,
Yes.
no. Yes, it is possible to. What's it called? It's very hard to shift into the cradle. No mortals have been into the cradle realms yet.
Isn't the Black Fortress? Wait, where is the Black Fortress?
It's in the cradle realms, yes.
Yeah, okay.
All the cradle realms, like realms you know about and the ones that are on the World Anvil, those are all inside the cradle.
Yeah, so like bringing devils in isn't moving them past the cradle, because they're already in the cradle. In fact, that's why our devil. We have a devil companion who we've made multiple deals with. And he goes back and forth between the Black Fortress and here, and he has brought multiple devils into Chandler Cross to have to speak to us with.
Speaking of that devil, now since we have a different leader, I would like to review the initial contract we made with him. Because we basically said he couldn't be active in Chandler Cross or Scardale.
Oh, did you guys?
Yeah, they basically freed him in exchange. He wouldn't be allowed to kill anyone in the region of Chandler Cross, from the ground to the surface of the top to the top of the highest building. So there's like a whole part of Chandler Cross where he can't hurt anyone.
Which is like fine. I don't think you don't really need that because devils aren't about hurting people. That's a demon thing. Devils inflict pain through contracts. Anyway, so yeah, I know I have a way to contact him, right?
It is possible to contact him, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Just hit the ground twice with both hands.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, have you tried that?
I don't know what you decided on because I've contacted him in the past, and I'm able to contact him because we have contracts. But then you remembered that we did the contacting wrong.
I think I'll just allow it because you guys have contracts with him.
Hey,
Okay.
Tanky,
Yeah.
is this a cave
What? On Chandler Cross?
on Chandler Cross? Or is that just a weird formation?
That is just a weird. Oh, he looks like an Among Us character.
Among Us. That is the Sussus Cave.
If you look at it right, this is a hand and this is a hand.
Hey, come on, Tangy. You have to say it's a cave so we can have a Sussus
This
cave.
it's not the. That's the cave of Sussus Amogus.
It is now canon.
Don't want to go in there though. He's the imposter.
Oh, did you want to recap? Thank you.
Yeah, we could do a recap, I guess. Although we pretty much defeated the cult of, it's called the cult of Barrowbridge. Brought about 100.
Cult of the Second Son.
We brought like maybe 2 dozen people back, and we did curse the region into eternal darkness.
Grim would like to take over the area.
That would be hard, but it's possible.
Once we get rid of the star thingy.
Oh yeah, we need a cut.
We also made 2 new friends.
Oh well.
Oh yeah.
Oh. Can I? So immediately, can I send a letter out to the Pathfinders Guild?
Yes. There is a base for the Pathfinders Guild in Daggerdale, which is much closer. Actually, there's one in Lockholm too, but they're not as organized.
I will send a letter out. I will say I'll like mark the location on like a little map. I'll say, basically, this is some sort of powerful elder being, estimated to be as strong as any creature I've ever witnessed.
All right, and what is the reward you're offering?
Oh, I don't know. I'm just saying, like, this is a catastrophe level creature. There.
All right. Your note is set out.
So we're only gonna get good do-gooders who aren't after money.
I mean, yeah. Like, this is literally a tier 4 monster.
Well, if there's ever some, like, world-changing heroes around, they'll go for it.
Yeah.
Too bad the 7 weren't here.
No. Happy the 7 aren't here. Why don't we start the session? So we just arrived back in town.
We sent the letter
Minus
out.
Grim.
Oh, no, all of us have.
Minus Grim.
I think Grim will sneak away later in the day after we've already arrived. Unless you want to just, like, leave in front of town. Like, I've got shit to do.
No, it's good. I'll sneak off later when we're doing our own thing.
Yeah. So we arrive in town, we file reports, and then Grim sneaks off.
All right, Grim. Let's get you a scene.
I go to the cave.
There's no cave.
What? The cave, but the cave of Solstice Among Us.
Why does he have like a Roman name? Emperor Sosis Among Us. Let's see. I have actually a place for you to be.
Bowl.
Hey, you walk out into the wilderness, Grim.
Oh god, the snotlings. They're gonna ambush you. Be on guard.
Oh, I forgot about the snotlings. Get out of here.
Oh no.
I will leave them alone because Malar wouldn't approve of slaughtering weak, pathetic beings.
Did slaughter the townsfolk though.
You happily slaughtered them.
No, I didn't.
He felt very bad about it.
I
Okay?
went back and slaughtered the people who put up a resistance. Wait, no, I didn't even do that.
Yeah, that was
You wanted
entirely.
to.
I was gonna say, that was entirely.
The zombies.
Yeah.
Yeah, you tried to, and we were like, stop killing people in plain sight. Kill them when no one's looking.
Oh god.
It's not really Malar's thing.
Yeah.
He kills them straight up, but he's always sneaky until he does.
Yeah, no, I was just playing him as blood for the blood god.
Well, you should.
That's not really.
You should read Malar's. What was that
Yeah, I
page?
did.
He's
I've
the
done
king.
it multiple times.
He's the king of stalking.
Speaking of which, I need to change out my armor. Get more sneaky again. Less tanky.
Or you just need to enchant your armor
No.
to make it sneakier.
Yeah, that too.
Because with less armor, you're gonna get your ass whooped.
Oh, yeah.
Well-
Not like I already do it. Alright.
All right. You want to use the commune scroll.
Correct. I assume I have a pile of prey as sacrifice or whatsoever.
If you'd like
Or
to, yes.
Malar.
You can
Yeah.
collect some animals and animal
Mhm.
bones and fat.
Yep. Alright.
Okay, and then you sit down. Only friend also sits down. He curls up. And you lay all the ingredients.
Yeah, I stare at Only Friend for a good hour and then remember what I'm doing.
Only friend is he do be got the big feet. All right, let me get some more music. 'Cause it's like peaceful music doesn't really fit Malar.
Is your armor masterwork?
It's
Is it?
magical.
Okay, so yes.
Yeah, +1 full plate. All right. You lay the scroll out. You place your skinned animals, fat meat, bones, and you begin the chanting. All right. Give me just 1 second.
Oh my nigga, apple, ah.
Alright. You tune out the sounds of the world around you. The forest around you goes quiet, as if a predator is approaching. And then, in front of you, you hear the sound of something landing on the rock. You look up and you see...
Oh, damn.
Nice.
You see a hulking, towering cat, dripping and flaking and coated with blood. From each joint, bones stick out, piercing through the skin, as well as rows and rows of sharp teeth, sort of given more pronunciation by two large, bleeding saber fangs. The red eyes look directly at you. There's no sound. Let me get the spell Commune. Alright, the spell Commune. You contact your deity and ask questions that can be answered with a simple yes or no. You're allowed one question per cast level, and the cast level for this is 9. The answers are given incorrect with the with the limits of the god's knowledge. Unclear is a legitimate answer, because the gods are not necessarily omniscient. Yeah. In case where a one-word answer is not enough, a short phrase may be given instead. But it must be less than 5 words. Alright, you have 9 questions.
First off, the most important thing. Will you bless only friend?
Alright, that question is answered with... Bless for what deeds?
I figured. Alright. Am I allowed to keep helping Basilius?
Your friend, Basilius. His goals are not aligned with mine. He seeks to tame the world. Watch him closely. You may aid him, but do not forget where you come from. Question number 3, please.
Yes. Will you give only friend a trial to receive your blessing?
If that is what you seek, I will test you and your companion. Question 4.
Will my family accept me back home?
Your family has moved from their resting place. They migrate to the northwest. If you seek them, they will accept you. Okay, question 5.
Are you disappointed in my cavorting with demons? Or devils, whichever one it is.
The servants of the mortal gods do not bother me with their presence. They are enemies of this earth, as all others are.
so I may use them as I see fit.
Is that another question?
Yes.
You may use them to your own ends. But know that you must sacrifice all in the end. Return to the forest.
How many is that?
You have 3 questions left.
Okay. I plan to set up an arena when we establish our power. Do you approve of this if I dedicate it to you?
Dedicate the spilling of blood to me, and I will approve. Dedicate execution to me, and I will not. Question 7. Oh, sorry, question 8. Anyone else have any questions? Are you out of ideas? You can't ask literally anything.
How big is your dick?
Oh my god.
Should I perceive the dragon as a threat?
The dragon is already suspicious of Basilius and his cohorts. Watch her closely. One more question.
Any suggestions?
Yeah, any suggestions for Grim?
Um. Hmm.
May I give you one pet?
He said he'll test you if you and only friend if you want. So you could use your last question to ask him to test you.
All right, ask that.
Yeah, that was implied.
Yeah.
Okay.
The test is coming.
Yeah.
Weren't you looking for like your brother or something?
Yeah, but I couldn't get that in a yes or no question.
He's been doing a lot more than yes or no. To
Yeah.
be fair.
Yeah.
But he might maybe he help you find your brother, but Malo would probably want you to find him yourself.
Yeah. I kind of figured that much.
You could ask about the Elder Being if you're curious.
Nah. Grim's not curious about that at all. He wants to block that from his memory. It's the first time he ran away from something. Oh.
So you could also ask how to deal with it so you don't have to run away from it next time.
You want to ask that?
I
No.
don't think so.
No. Doesn't sound like something Grim would do. He'd much rather punch his way through and learn the hard way.
All right. You don't have to ask the last question if you don't have any ideas.
But it gets used up, right?
Yes. You wanna ask literally anything about anything?
I think of what Grim would be concerned about. Oh, yeah. You know where my family's curse originated?
In the far past, one of your ancestors made a pact and drank my black blood in exchange for power. And now you all carry this gift with you.
All right. I got more than a yes or no out of that. All right.
You gotta. You got more than a yes or no out of everything.
Yeah, I know.
Yep, there was really nothing I could have. These questions could not just be answered yes or no. So I was just like, you know what? Doing some stuff. Might as well.
Besides, that doesn't sound like Millar's way.
Do
Yeah.
you know?
Do you know where my family's curse originates? Yep.
I mean, yeah. Do you know? Yeah. Do you know where my family's curse originates? Yes. Will I be accepted back to my family? Yes. Can I stay with Basilius? Yes.
That would be incredibly boring if it was just all yes.
Oh yeah.
So,
I mean, I was fully prepared for that, but still.
Millar, crouches down like a cat and then hops away like a pounce. He
And
pounces.
the clouds suddenly part.
He pounces just over the horizon.
Dope.
You see that pounce? That was super fucking gay.
You see that, only friend? You need to start doing that.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Too many cats. Alright, later on. Grim, you return back to town.
And now Basilius asked me for the scroll, and I'm like, I lost it.
Oh, we return back in the middle of a conversation. Oh god, I'm upside down.
Sir, are you alright?
Yeah, just
He's
give me...
doing.
Yes, just
he's
just give me a second. I'm doing a handstand.
He's doing handstand push-ups.
You see how fucking cool I am?
Yeah,
Yes, you are rather cool.
He's definitely getting high on his own stash.
He says, well, Lord Basilius, I'm interested in more long-term business. But I'll need some souls to set up my folks in. Would it be possible for us to clear out some market stalls?
How does the market stalls here work? I assume that people pay for them.
Yep, they pay a small amount for renting the space to you, and then they're allowed to sell their goods there.
Yes, I can provide you stalls. That'll be no issue.
Excellent, excellent. Now, we can talk more brass tacks inside, or would you like to speak out here?
Let's head inside.
Can I come in too?
No.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck, dude, come on.
Fuck, dude, come on.
I think
grab
this is
everyone?
a Basilius and Azrael question.
How's Xander doing?
Xander? You mean
Xan-
Zando?
Zando.
Xando.
Zando is asleep. Just in his tent. His legs are like sticking out of it.
I'm gonna kick his feet.
Yeah?
What the fuck?
You kick him up, he's like, oh, what?
Just saying hi.
Alright, whatever. Just turns over.
You know, Zando, we could provide you with better housing.
Just for what?
Well, it's not a very dignified spot for a counselor
well-
to sleep.
This isn't a very dignified town.
He has a point, Basilius.
Well, we'll be working on that, and I'll head inside.
Alright, let's see. To the townhouse.
I love how Grim elected Zando just because he wanted some chaos on the console. And Basilius agreed.
Oh, yeah, not only did Basilius agree, Basilius went to Zando and was like, look, you gotta be an honorable man, and you can't drink alcohol. And Zando went, fuck, what? Why would I do this? And I was like, the pay's good. And he went, shit, fine.
Alright, you walk in, the two militiamen give you a bows as you step in.
Hi.
Azrael's already in here. Okay. Only friend takes the chair that LZ was going to sit at. Niall, you here?
I haven't loaded in yet.
Oh wait, yeah, you've never been on this map.
I have not. There we go. Now I'm.
Hey, look, it's Basilius's room. Oh yeah, we need to show him the church. Let's head
Eventually,
there.
yes.
Yeah, this is his first time in town, actually.
Yes.
Oh, we were in town for like an hour.
The
But
militiamen also nod to Niall as he steps in. They put their guns at attention and they just stand there.
Yeah, because I think this is my new room, and then Azrael's been sleeping here.
Yeah. This is where Niall gets to be. As a femboy maid.
We told Niall he can sleep in my old room at the church.
Oh yeah.
As long as he keeps the church tidy.
As a femboy maid.
Because I think I for the time being, I've just been having the militiamen come by and clean it. Probably.
The real question is, do you want Niall around food and making people food?
No, that's why I'm designating you to cleaning my church.
Grim will volunteer to be the cook.
Don't you eat all your food raw?
No.
Maybe.
I used to.
I've taught him how to cook.
LZ plops down and it says, so. Sorry. Sneezed. For some reason I press the push to talk as soon as I sneeze. I don't know why. It's like a reflex when I make noise.
Bless you, LZ.
Oh, thank you. So, we're going to be speaking more, specifics of what you're looking for in this town. This town is pretty remote, but I know that you have many precious metals and gems in the nearby mountains. We could talk about more specific things, what your town is looking for. I can secure it from either my homeland or lands abroad.
I'll be honest to you, LZ. I am seeking any sort of merchants. Whether you can procure rare resources from your homeland or export our goods elsewhere. Anything you do is fine by me as long as it's by the books.
I am not sure about exporting your goods elsewhere. There's much more valuable metals found elsewhere. But importing things from Kalimshan would get you the finest goods that you could require.
Well, that is certainly something that intrigues me then.
And, you know, with my company, we could avoid pesky things like tax on trade.
Yes, that is why I came to you, he said with a smile.
And are these councilmen supposed to be here for this meeting? And the cat?
The cat is the most important member.
Yes, these are my companions. They can stay if they wish. And no, I promise you no word of anything here will leave their mouths.
Alright, I just need simple directions on what kind of goods you're looking for, and I can get shipments here within the month, possibly.
That's fast work from such a vast distance.
Yes, I have local agents in Daggerdale. Although if you're looking for fine goods from Kalimshan or Sky City, or even in the south in Shalang, something exotic, it would take many more months.
Right. So take it with the lowdown with this. What can we import?
Literally, whatever you want. You could import whatever you want, you just have to pay for it, either in raw gold or BP.
Right. Is this some sort of kingdom thing? Like we can have him import goods?
No, this is entirely a mechanic that doesn't exist.
Okay.
So
Oh, no,
we're
I
doing
mean,
this.
like, yeah.
We're doing this by we're doing it by air. Speaking of by air, you could get this airship here. But you need to build an airship port, which are expensive.
Yeah, I imagine that's like 60 BP plus.
Yeah, and also you can get an airship, which I think is very cool.
Rim would be interested in something to open his mind and make him closer to nature.
Your vagaries I do not understand, Beastman.
Are you searching for drugs, Grim?
I have plenty of that. Even here in town, I have a shipment. I mean, that's what you busted me for originally. Was a spice
And I
trade.
enjoyed it thoroughly. I mean, I disposed of it.
I hope not.
I think we let him keep everything.
Yeah, what's it called? Yeah, I was gonna say, you let him keep everything in exchange for working for you from now on.
Oh, okay.
Is there...
So, let's all look at the kingdom map. Or not the kingdom map. The kingdom spreadsheet. So, you can see there in the Channel Cross tab that you have a market. You can change that into a black market right now.
Whoa.
Meaning that,
buildings.
yeah, I was gonna say, there would be a change. Obviously, you get different things with the black market than with the actual market. So, the black market gives you economy, stability, and unrest, as well as corruption and crime. And it gives you minor items, medium items, and major magic items. Whereas the market normal gives you economy, stability, no unrest, 2 minor items, and no corruption or crime. So you get less magic items, less of purchasing power, but you don't get unrest, corruption, or crime.
Yeah, so here is the 2 statistics for everyone.
So we can decide this, yes. This essentially, making the deal with Alzed Al-Kadili here will turn your market permanently into a black market. The only way to undo that would be to go on essentially an anti-crime campaign to essentially root out corrupt officials, etc.
I mean, if we're doing...
The black market also would take less space.
If we're doing business with smugglers, I assume a certain amount of corruption.
Austin.
Me.
Yes. How much crime are we going to be wanting active? Because I know Basilius is lawful and all that.
Basilius is, God, what's the name of that fucking McElroy character? It's like Plumbus the Crime Eater. He sniffs crime and he eats it.
I don't remember how crime works.
Well, a crime is, when you do something that's usually illegal.
Or, I mean, statistically.
Illegal in the town that it's in, or illegal worldwide?
Well, both are true for crime.
Okay.
Crime, I was literally given the definition of crime. Did you not get that joke?
No.
Okay.
No.
Let's see.
I can't Oh, here we go. Crime is a measure of the kingdom's lawlessness. Settlement with low crime is safe. Settlement with high crimes likely to have powerful thieves guilds and problems with violence. So interesting. There's actually no penalties for crime.
There
kingdom
isn't.
building.
There's what's called. There's role play penalties. Essentially, I have to work
Yes.
with how much crime you guys have, and
Mhm. Okay.
make the city more dangerous, more corrupt, etc.
It's also notable. Okay, this is another thing doesn't exist in actual kingdom building rules. But having if we get Hell Knights running here, it will bring crime down, presumably.
Yes,
'Cause that
but it
is
will
something
also
Hell Knights-
bring loyalty
Unrest.
and unrest. Yes, down.
Mhm.
But I believe
Uh.
Chandler Cross already has minus 12 unrest. You guys already have minus 14 unrest in your whole kingdom.
Minus.
Yes, minus unrest.
It's bad, right?
No, minus unrest is good. That means no unrest.
Oh,
So you can handle up to 14 unrest before you actually have to like worry about it.
Start building stuff to counteract it.
Yep, because you already have. Let's see, each housing block gives you more unrest, or gets rid of more unrest. The city wall gets rid of unrest. Your barracks gets rid of unrest, and the temple to Babylon gets rid of unrest. In the forest edge, you have 2 houses, which gives rid of 2 unrest. In Deepholm, you have 2 houses, but you also have a city wall, which gives you minus 2 unrest.
So from a roleplay aspect, he mentioned he'd only actually need a few stalls to run the business, right?
Well, he said he'd like a few stalls for his people, but obviously more market, the more it expands, the bigger the city gets, the more markets will expand.
Yeah. So I'm just concerned that we're not going to be actually kicking like the entire like market business out to put him in, right?
You'll be kicking at least
Probably 1 or 2 people out. Like
three
presumably
people. Three
Okay.
people out.
Grim will move to
That's
kick
where
out the
the-
butcher. Grim will move to kick out the butcher. It'll teach our people to hunt for themselves.
Oh. Yeah, presumably these 3 are unnamed, just along the
Well, you
along the
can choose. There's a bunch of unnamed ones.
Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, I assume that's where the 1 unrest comes from. Yes, I'm fine with it. You guys?
Yep.
I mean, sure. If our unrest is negative still, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'll say yes. So we will arrange that. You import the goods, and we'll have stalls for you.
Excellent, excellent, friends. This is the beginning of a very profitable friendship.
Aye. Oh, I need to go back to the right map.
Yeah.
Alright. Oh, this map is still named Eldon Vargas's Townhouse. I'm gonna rename it. It's now called Chandler Cross Manor.
Nice.
So, if there's anything you'd like me to focus on importing, please tell me now, of course.
What about wondrous goods to help our city expand?
Wondrous goods. You speak of magic items, then.
Aye.
Alright, I could certainly find magic items. Is there any particular items you're looking for?
At the moment, I'm not looking for anything for myself. If you could focus on bringing items that could bring up the general quality of life of the common folk here, that would be wonderful. I'd like the people to prosper under my rule. And I know.
And your serfs can buy magic items. They have the money for that.
Aren't there's a lot of like really cheap magic items in it, right? Or just like general, like thing like like I kind of asked about this before, Tanky. You mentioned that what's it called? Kalimshite is so like rich that they have like even commoners will have magic goods.
No, Kalim Shen is so magically advanced that even commoners are unimpressed by magic.
Oh, I thought
They don't necessarily all have access to magic goods, but it's more common there than it is out here.
Okay. Sorry, I had a misunderstanding.
I could see about perhaps importing minor items, belts, single-use items as well, potions.
Aye, that would be handy.
Yeah, stuff like the slotless items like universal solvent, feather tokens, soul soap. Soul soap is good. You wash a creature and it gives them... It takes a minute to wash a creature and then they get a new will save against a mind-affecting effect. You're charmed, let me brush you.
Why are you trying to brush me? I'm not charmed.
Just come here so I can wash you with this bar of soap.
That's one of my favorite magic items, because like it's like on paper you're like, yeah, I can remove all your mind-affecting effects, and then in roleplay aspect you're just trying to like scrub somebody down who's dominated, and they're like, fucking get off of me, whore.
Iron torches are only 75 gold though. Those are pretty easy to
those are
make.
great.
Yeah. Alright.
But no one needs an iron torch. Darkness is your friend.
Grim agrees. It makes you stronger.
Only friend also nods for some reason.
You're
You're not sure if he was...
friend does have 3 intelligence.
Yes,
so...
he understand. Only friend understand good human speak. Well, I'll get right to it then. Alzed gets up and walks on out, leaving you all to do your group meeting, I assume. And discuss your next plan.
I guess Merasmus isn't here. I was gonna have us do the contract. I mean, I don't think you want to do that without Merasmus here, even if he's agreed to do it.
Well, we could do a bit of talking. Merasmus hopefully will show up soon.
I don't know.
All right.
We've
already like all agreed that we'd all sign it. It's just a matter of the role playing when all 4 of us are here.
Yeah. You can go and show me to my quarters in the church.
Right, Niall.
Show me your bed.
Allow me to show you around town, Niall. Basilius pushes off the table and stands up.
Niall stands up as well and
The
smiles.
table falls over because it's like made of fucking cardboard.
I hope not. I assume this is a nice table.
It is a nice table. Everything in here is very nice.
I paid for a nice table. I hope it's not cardboard.
You didn't pay for anything. Oh, this is my manor. I believe we mentioned before. I previously lived in the church that I purchased before when I first moved to this town.
I do seem to recall you saying that. Yes.
And I'm sure you don't want to pay for an inn for the long duration of time you're here, so you may use my old room if you wish.
Well, if it was good enough for you, it is good enough for me.
Right, follow me.
All right. Azul's just like, I'll stay here, just chill out.
But
all right, let's go to a new map.
Which map is that?
This one.
the regular one. Got it.
Alright, time to walk around Chandler Cross.
Alright.
As you walk, you see that Miri and Drellin are speaking. They sort of hush up as you approach. And Drellin looks over at you.
Hello, Miri Drellin.
Hello, Count.
I've come to introduce you to our new spy master. I
And
kind of
Nihil-
motion at Nile.
Nihil does a very pronounced bow, an exaggerated and pronounced bow.
Drellin kind of raises an eyebrow and he says, makes sense you'd have a drow as your spy master.
Aye, they do excel at this sort of thing.
Miri just kind of waves, but doesn't say anything.
How go your new duties?
Not a lot's happening, so there's not a lot for me to do.
Aye, always good.
These orcs, they're a hell to wrangle.
Yes, we are working on that. I'm not sure if you saw the notice I put out to the court that I was attempting to gain contact with the Hell Knights.
We're in Hell Knights here?
Aye, some old friends from a long time ago.
Fine with me, I guess. Miri says, oh, I've never seen a Hell Knight in real life before. I've only just heard stories.
Ah. I give her a smile and I say, hi. They are very good at what they do. And what they do is what we need them here for.
I guess it's your call. Drellin just shrugs.
Right. I wish you a nice day. You may continue whatever you were whispering about.
Alright. They do after you leave. Basilius, you see over in the corner, Alice is waiting there, brushing her hair, looking at you.
I will give her a nod as I walk by.
She does a dainty wave.
She wants my cock.
Oh God.
There's a few screws loose in that woman's head, but she at least has the right mind to worship a good god.
Oh.
As you approach, you
I'm
see
sorry.
a small child. He's 14. He is just sitting on the ground, looking. In front of him there are books laying about that, from what you can tell, are what's it called? The Kingdom's Treasury books. And he's just counting them up, and he has like an abacus, and he's just doing the math in his head as you guys approach. He does not seem to see you.
And this is Peyton Morningfall.
He looks up. He says, "Oh, good morning, all of you."
Good morning, Peyton.
Treasurer.
Aye.
Any new mates?
What?
What?
Have you
Nuts,
found a new bride?
Oh, I do not plan to get married anytime soon. I'm busy with this.
Oh,
How go your duties, Peyton?
Well, it's hard managing the influxes of cash we're getting, but it seems as though it's petering out soon.
Aye. Are you doing fine? It seems you're doing all this work on the streets.
Oh, I'm fine. I live right here. He motions at the house behind him. Oh,
Alright.
I just want some sunlight, or some sunlight.
Ah. Well. Let me introduce you. I guess you're over at Nile.
I know
This is-
Niall.
Oh.
I overheard the entire conversation you had with Miri.
Oh, alright. Well, Nile, Peyton. Peyton Nile.
Nice to meet you.
Very keen senses.
My hearing is much better than most would expect.
Well then, I am glad that we have such a dedicated and talented treasurer in our side.
He's also an aberration.
No, I just haven't changed their types. Peyton is a 14-year-old Chondathan human.
He was already married and been divorced.
God.
Yes, he
Yes.
has been married and divorced. He is also incredibly smart, wise, and charismatic for his age.
He's like a savant.
Mhm.
Nice.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
he also follows Varan, who is the god of cities and trade and wealth for humanity.
Mm-hmm.
Appropriate.
Okay, we continue walking.
Dolly Bright. Oh, this is one of the random people we recruited, right? Yeah.
Yes.
I kind of walk past. As I'm walking, I look over at the tent and I say, "Oh, that's Zondo. He's the counselor."
I kick his
keep
foot
walking.
again. I kick his foot again.
Okay, you clearly wake him up, but he doesn't give you any time of day.
Zando, say hi to Niall.
I already met Niall.
Say hi to him.
Hello.
We're already past.
Niall just kind of like waves, just like.
As you approach, Jeddah perks up her head and looks over at you, and Thali sort of plops down on the ground. So Jeddah speaks up and says, "Greetings, Count."
Hello, Jeddah. Thali, how are the two of you doing on this day?
I'm excellent, and Thali here was just telling me about his homeland. Ugh.
Ah. An intriguing story, I'm sure.
Feeling
How...
sick. Feeling homesick.
Uh-huh.
Not a talkative one. How are your duties holding up, Jeddah?
Oh, I'm quite all right. I'm just managing the day-to-day in your stead as you're leaving.
Aye, much to do, much to see around the kingdom.
Of course, my lord.
Mm.
For armaments, Jeddah has a pair of 2 kukris, and Thali has a maul on his back as he sort of plopped down.
Nice.
And
their positions. Can someone tell me? Basilius, do you know their positions?
Counts, Aide, and Marshal.
Yes. He as a do you know what a marshal does? Niall?
Isn't a marshal like the leader of the army?
No,
that
that's
would be the
general.
general.
The marshal ensures that the kingdom's laws are being enforced in the remote parts of the kingdom. So he does like patrols, secures the borders, hunts in the wilds for criminals, etc.
It's rare to see you around in the town, Thali. Are your duties going well?
Yeah.
Have you had any issues with the creatures in the wilds?
Orcs. I don't know why you let him get so close to the city. Bunch of mongrels, all of them.
We're hoping to move them away soon. We are attempting to deal with them. Keep them corralled. I'm sorry that I am putting you through so much effort.
And you decided to put a drow on the council too?
Aye. This is Niall. I'm sure
Niall
you've heard.
Will again do the exaggerated bow. Extra exaggerated for a dwarf.
Might as well put the orc on a council.
Matter of fact,
Speaking of,
Grim speaks up and says, "I suggested it. Basilius doesn't approve."
God.
I did bring a orc cleric back, right?
Yes, you did. Let me find
You
him.
just want to plop him down somewhere.
Let me find
It
him.
was one of the civil. It was one of the.
It was the shaman.
Yeah, 2 of them, 2 shamans. I brought them in, and I set it so that they could hold daily training regimes with our soldiers. Cause they were very.
Oh yes.
quote, unquote,
The news from that did not go well.
Oh no.
No.
Eventually, the soldiers were fed up with the lessons that the orc shamans were giving, and the orc shamans just went back to their camp.
Oh no, it wasn't for lessons. It was just like fighting back and forth, training.
So
Quote
that is it. Yes.
okay.
Yes.
All right.
There wasn't enough bloodshed for the orcs to be satisfied.
No, the orcs were fine, but the people were not having it. What's it called the militiamen and the soldiers were not having essentially being coached by orcs on how to fight.
Wow. I like that. I like that. It was literally like, yeah, the orcs were fine.
Yeah, the orcs were fine getting lessons from orc shamans.
Well, no, they weren't getting lessons. It was orcs need to fight to survive. So the shamans were just gonna be here to give me.
And
like...
also, during said sparring, 2 of your soldiers were killed accidentally.
Of course.
Damn. They're weak as fuck. Those shamans had like 10 strength.
Those shamans had 14 strength, even as
No.
elderly orcs.
Weak as fuck.
Wait, no, 15. I mean, even the most basic orc boy, who is like the average specimen, has 18 strength.
Weak. Basilius is a old human man, and he has 20 strength.
You're like 40. You're not old.
Basilius is upper end of middle-aged. He is before he became a devil, he was a single year. No, I think he was old category. Myth.
If you
'Cause
were,
we extended his lifespan to the age of tieflings, or elf, whatever. Basilius. Basilius is.
well, you would have.
14.
I was gonna say, well, you have become young again due to your age being extended.
His hair is less gray.
Nice.
It looks like he started dyeing it.
He's in a midlife crisis right now.
If you met him at the start of the campaign, it would have been like half gray, half black, with lots of white.
Hi, Doc. Morgan is here. Hello, Morgan. No, that's my rice. Get out of here.
Hey, well, you two enjoy your day. I'm showing Niall around.
All right. Don't show him where my quarters is.
I'm sure I'll be sure to keep him away. Don't you worry.
Niall kind of pouts towards him, just doing like this exaggerated "aww."
This is why I told you to get that hat of disguise.
You walk up and
why?
see a dwarven a dwarven knight talking alongside a halfling with a crossbow on his back.
Are they normally in town?
Yeah, no, they're not normally in town. You just must have caught them on a day when they were in town. They're usually in their own towns.
Sorry, can you remind me on how to pronounce his name?
His name is Throrlog.
Mr. Stormental.
Yes.
Panpost. What brings you two to town?
Panpost steps up and sort of gives a shake. Says, "Hey there, Count. Yeah, I was just in town looking for some very specific potions, and I met Mr. Stormmantle here as he was doing his patrols and speaking with your guard captains. Who is the stranger?"
This is Niall. He's a man I've met on my journeys and been through an adventure with now. He shall be our new spy master to replace the one who abandoned post.
Well, nice to meet you. I'm Panpost Goldseeker. I'm the Grand Diplomat for Chandler Cross. And this over here is, and he speaks up. I'm, Thorlog Stormmantle. I'm the general of the, army.
It is certainly a pleasure to meet both of you, and I assume that myself and the Great Diplomat will be working quite closely together.
If that is what you seek, you are taking position of spy master, so I will let you know the certain things I learn in my travels.
Of
Alright.
course, and if you have some knowledge that can leverage some more political pressure, I will let you know as well.
My lord, Alizario, I've received, correspondence from... What's the name of that woman? Sol Shivan?
Ah, yes.
She's the, minister in the town to the southwest. I forget what it's called.
It's Forest Edge, right?
No,
No.
no, the one across the mountains. It's called, Beckinsale.
Ah, yes, Beckinsale.
Yes, the Minister of Beckinsale has sent correspondence and is looking to set up an embassy here in town in exchange for us to send an ambassador there.
Oh, wonderful. I'm sure you heard we visited Beckinsale and we had a few correspondence with her there.
Yes,
She
I've
seemed
debriefed
hesitant
your,
at first.
I've debriefed the guards that you came with. Jim and Bob, with their canonical names.
I'm glad she seems upholden to the idea. At first, she said she was very hesitant to speak to me.
Well, I can certainly see why. The Beckinsale folk are very, into new ideas. They don't like the idea of an autocracy such as ours.
Aye.
My dog is loving the pets right now. It's a great time.
Well, yeah,
Aw.
she seems to be a fine woman. She's quite the powerful person.
Yes, I can tell by the way she writes that she has quite an air about her. I'll be speaking with her ambassador, I believe, soon. They should be in town within the week, or the 10-day.
Right. Have you already selected a diplomat to send over?
Yes, one among my, court. Or my closest allies in Forest Edge. I'll be sending one of my diplomats.
Wonderful. Oh, and speaking of which, in addition to the introductions they provided you, Ponpos here is the mayor of Forest Edge, and Stormmantle the mayor of Deepholm.
If we expand, I soon expect that we'll be the counts of those regions. Eventually, when Alzario becomes a baron.
Aye, our plans for expansion did not go so well.
Stormmantle steps up
Beast.
and extends a hand out to Niall. So,
I'll step back.
and I'm Stormmantle. My family founded the Deepholm mines, and I'm the mayor and the general here. It's nice to meet you.
Niall kind of looks at his hand for a while, and then he will grab it and do the handshake.
He gives you a very firm handshake.
And speaking of expansions, I do wish to speak to you two about my quest to Barrow Bridge. That's the name, right?
Barrowbridge. Penpo says, yes, those backwards cultists. I see that you brought many of them here.
Aye, we visited the land, and we took down their cult. Originally, we were going to just leave them as is for the time being, but they attempted to assault us on the way, so we took measures. We found a very powerful being in the mountainsides, which possessed immense power.
That is implied by the being powerful, yes. Hypothetically speaking, if I, Pampos Goldseeker, that's it. Pampos Goldseeker is now canonically Ben Shapiro.
Yes, we did our best to quell the expansion of the beast. It was enormous, and its roots, it possessed roots that ran throughout the entire mountainside. We cut off as many roots as we could and quelled its power, diminishing the power of the cult as well. I've just sent for a messenger to the Pathfinders Guild to let them know that such a devastating high-tier creature roams around the land.
Roaming, then. Is it heading in our direction?
Don't think so. I believe it's still in the mountains. As I said, it has roots running through there, so I don't think it can move very much.
Alright, I'll have my border patrol guards on the eastern front be in high alert.
It projected a roughly 40-mile-long radius of aura of darkness, so it should be easy to keep track of as long as it stays within that region.
Well,
The entire land is shrouded in deep darkness now.
well then I'll make sure that we avoid it.
Anyway, we cut down the cult and removed their leader. The folks we brought were the ones willing to forsake their eldritch god and make amends for the deeds they've committed. I'm sure you know we have a few homes here on Field and Chandler Cross, but
Yes,
if
and
any of you could take them in and help lead them towards a better path.
Forest Edge is willing to take in as many refugees as we require. We need many more people to till the fields now that you've abandoned our slaving operation.
Aye. How goes the labor from that? Are the more freed slaves still working the fields just as well?
Just as well, I would say not, without harsh incentive. And we've had many escapees, although not many got very far, before succumbing to the wilderness.
A shame. But it's what must be done. We can't keep...
Say what you will
having
about
such
the
a-
Flame Fang, but they sure knew how to run an economically tight ship.
Well, hopefully we can expand and bring a new economic bone to this land, even without slavery.
If that is what you will. Well, I must be on my way then. Is there anything else we need to speak? Oh, yes. I believe that Thali had some news for you. I heard him speaking about pirates in the river north.
Oh, wait. Miri's back. Does that mean her hunt went well already?
For
She's
what,
the
the
one we sent up-
necromancers?
Yeah.
You did not talk to her about that.
I know, I just meant, like, we didn't expect her back so soon. And I
Yes,
just
you could
remembered
you could go talk to her and see if you want to bring that up.
Hey, I'll do that
Yes, I would speak to Thali about pirates. I believe the company of the Black Hawk has been patrolling the river north.
later. I gotta look over my shoulders at him. We just spoke to him, but he didn't say anything.
He's not one to bring things up unless you ask.
Well, thank you for the information, Panpos.
Of course. I'll be on my way. And man, Stormmantle says, yeah, I gotta get back to my town anyway.
Well, I wish you both safe journeys.
Of course. Goodbye. I'm slowly getting farther away.
Well, if you excuse me, Niall, I think I
I'm
have to
still
speak to
saying
you.
goodbye. I'm just leaving.
Goodbye!
Boy.
I'm so proud of it. Yes.
Pardon my intrusion again, I say, walking back up to Jeddah and Thali.
Thali is like standing up at this point doing stretches. She's like, yeah.
Hey, Panpost mentioned you had something to speak to me about
Oh,
pirates.
yeah. Well, they haven't done any pirating yet, but I saw some ships flying the company of the Black Hawk sigil in the northern Araya River.
Aye. And that's all we've seen? Just their ships so far?
Yeah, they're ships. They got some with cannons and stuff. I'm not exactly sure. They can't really travel too far north or south because of the waterfalls. The change in elevation isn't really meant for ships like that. But, he says, it's likely that we may have some issues with piracy if the company the Black Hawk is expanding to the east.
Aye.
And I'll go
Thank you for the
I'll go to the main map.
Aye, the Black Cock are the ones right here. we were gonna speak to them about alliance or subjugating them. Because I believe you said they were like lawful evil, pretty like even though they were bandits, they were really well organized.
Yes, they're well organized, and they are run. What's it called? Oh, Thali could actually tell you about the race of them. That they're not all human. They are mostly hobgoblin.
Oh. Probably better to put them all to death then.
Hobgoblins, yes, are notorious for their military structure in their societies.
Well, if we can form an alliance and subjugate them, it'll be useful. But
They live on the cliff town of Raymount, or they own the cliff town of Raymount.
they were the ones we whenever we're leaving town next, that is where we're headed, I believe.
Oh, nice.
I think Grim in particular wanted to go there.
Yeah.
I'm really happy. Beckinsale is sending an emissary. That's good. I wasn't expecting them to take any action. I'm glad we put our good foot forward.
As soon as we have a moment, Grim would kind of take you aside and kind of mention that the dragon lady kind of seems shifty.
Well, she's obviously hiding her strength and heritage from us. I did attempt to dispel that from her mind. Hello, Marasmus. Welcome.
Hello, I'll be on in just a few minutes. So, any of what happened while I was doing
A lot of
just-
political stuff.
Yeah, we've just been talking. We set up the merchants. We converted our market to a black market, so we can get
Nice,
more
nice.
goods.
I communed.
Yes, he did his communion with his god.
Yeah, something about like, why do I want to bless a cat?
Yes, basically he was like, "Hey, can you bless? Can you bless only friend? Why should I?" And moving on. Is it okay if I? All right.
That's you,
Hi.
motherfucker.
I mentioned, I believe I've put a very good foot forward. She attempted to discern my alignment, and I fooled her into believing I was almost a celestial being. Which is, I don't know if you noticed during our conversation, at first she was very uptight, but when she tried, after she discerned my alignment, she eased herself.
Loosen up that dragon.
Oh my god.
Was there anything you noticed that I had not?
Remember the tattoo on her neck?
Instinct.
Instinct.
My instincts that have kept us safe on our travels.
Hi.
She's either a older dragon or a younger dragon who's more skilled and talented.
Hi. I certainly trust your instinct in the wild, but I can't say I put a ton of weight on your political instincts. I mean, no offense to you, Grim.
You seem to eye us up like a predator.
Aye, but like I said, she relaxed a lot once she believed myself to be some sort of celestial.
Do you think you are the only one that she tested that way?
If she wasn't, she would have probably been very wary of Grim.
Well, all of you are Basilius pauses. Not powerful enough of casters to give up auras.
I am.
Like
Marasmus
I
is.
am major. Marasmus and myself are major aura.
no,
Casters.
you are not.
Yes, war clerics. Yes,
No,
we
you
have a
get-
strong aura.
No, you do not. You have a very weak aura.
Because you're humanoids, right?
Hmm.
You're not outsiders.
You Yeah, you would have a moderate aura. For reference, you had a moderate aura of probably chaos and evil. If she detected you, because she has to signal out who she's doing it on, and it is a 4th level spell for her to do that, and she used it on me twice. Yeah, it's a 4th level spell for her to detect, and she detected on me specifically twice. And she can only have so many 4th level spells unless, even if she's like level 12, she only has like 3 or 4 4th level spells. But yeah, you guys would have moderate auras at the time, and I would have strong, almost overwhelming aura.
A war priest has a particularly powerful aura.
Yes, it is at your level. It was moderate.
Okay. All right.
I broadcast a strong aura because I have feats invested into it.
Oh yeah, true. Your entire shtick is to make everybody fear you.
It is likely my aura would have shrouded yours anyway.
All right. So yeah, moving on.
By the way, young adult gold dragons can detect evil at will.
They can detect evil at will, but she was doing it quickened, which meant she was spending a spell slot for it.
Yep.
Dabs.
She also dabs, and then dabs in a dragon form.
No, it wasn't even just she was doing it. No, she was doing it silent stilled spell.
Yeah, silent still, not quickened. Which is technically less to silent still, but still.
Mm-hmm. But it's a matter of how many times she prepared silent still detect evil, silent still detect chaos. Because unless if she's a sorcerer, it would take a full round action cast each, and she chain casted both within the same 6-second span, which would indicate wizard or some other sort of prepared caster.
Who knows?
Or Tenki forgot, and that
Or
just happened.
I can just do NPC magic.
Yeah. Or NPC magic.
Or NPC magic, yes. My favorite thing about D&D is NPC magic.
But yes, working off those assumptions of the game.
Alright, gang.
Yeah.
Marasmus is here. That is what happened while you were gone, Marasmus. We did a lot of political talking.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Now we're
Come
gonna
on,
head
few
to the
seconds.
church and write up a contract.
Ah, yes, that's been long in the wind, hasn't it?
I keep writing out all the terms and then we forget. I think at this point we all of us know the terms.
Well, we're
No.
still gonna talk it out.
Yeah.
Okay, new map.
Oh shoot! I know
What?
what I should have asked Millar.
What?
The whereabouts of what's her face.
Solara?
Oh, you mean the
Solara,
the
yeah.
other cleric? Oh, I thought you were thinking the other cleric. The Thor one.
No.
Only friend, when you enter the church, only friend runs up and jumps up on one of these seat pillows.
All right.
Tell me you're loaded in, Niall. Niall, you there?
Andre? Are you gay?
I'm here.
See? You just gotta speak of the gay.
Okay, just tell me when you're loaded in and we can start.
I am loaded in.
Okay, well, you're free to move as you see fit then.
Hi.
Neat.
Welcome. This is the church I invested my entire life savings into purchasing.
And now,
Basilius walks down the hallway.
you own the town where it stands.
Aye, surprisingly enough,
was-
this was not my original plan, but things progressed.
By the
Usually
way,
you want-
this this stained glass window in the back does not depict Babylon.
Nope.
It depicts Ordum.
Yeah.
The stained glass window specifically is... I would see. I actually have this written down somewhere, what it is. One sec. Yep, the stained glass window depicts a man wearing a full suit of armor and helmet that looks very heavy, and he's shown standing at the top of a glowing white staircase with one hand outstretched to stop intruders.
Tanky, real quick. Who's the lawful good god of law?
The lawful good god of law is Horus.
Yeah.
The lawful neutral one is Ordum, and the lawful evil one is Babylon. And this is what the art looks like.
Can you correct my spelling on these? Because I just quickly typed them out.
Horus has 2 R's. Ordum is an M, and that's baby lion.
Yes.
I do like baby lions.
Yes.
Sleepy
There you
baby
go.
lion.
I fixed.
Babylon is just like the ancient civilization. It has no eye.
Yeah. So Basilius steps down walks down the hallway, strides up the stairs, and kind of stations himself leaning against a podium. Hi, this is the church. Praise to Ordun.
It's Ordum.
Ordum.
I want to believe Basilius intentionally mispronounces it.
Actually, Basilius does not disrespect Ordum. Basilius worships the ideal of the God Claw.
Yeah, the 3 gods of law. But focuses on Babylon the most.
Yes. Because he thinks contracts are the most quintessential essence of law.
And Babylon is the god of contracts.
Makes sense.
Ordum is the god of justice, and law, and, like, imprisonment. And Horus is the god of, essentially, like, righteous justice, like, doing things, like, protecting the innocent, and etc.
Which is why Basilius does try and do these things in most cases. Despite lawful evilness, he upholds justice to the most extent.
Yeah, as long as it maintains him in power, that's what he wants.
Horus also, I didn't realize this till I made all the gods, he's the only lawful good god in the human pantheon.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes,
Yeah.
most of the other ones are, most of them are neutral. Good. And then there's only one true neutral and chaotic neutral god in the human pantheon. That's Bara and Akkades. And then there's only one chaotic evil god.
Yeah, I have been trying to play Basilius that even though he's evil, he is very righteous.
See, Horus is the god of duty, loyalty, righteousness, courage, self-sacrifice. He's like the ultimate paladin god. But also, Horus advocates a greater justice that includes fighting evil and toppling oppressing regimes.
Okay.
Just ignore that part.
Well, I mean, you literally, if you worship the God Claw, you do ignore parts of their worship.
Yes.
Because the God Claw is an evil organization.
Is
Because-
or isn't?
It is. Oh, it's
Yeah.
not. It's not an evil organization. It is a organization that worships the ideas of law, cherry picking each piece of relevance from the 3
Yeah,
gods.
I was gonna say, there's a bunch of stuff that Babylon is the god of that you don't follow, like hatred, guilt, strife.
Yep. That's because I worship the God Claw, and Babylon is the highest god in the God Claw, assumingly.
Yes.
Yes.
He is the most powerful of the 3 gods in the God Claw.
Or the most worshipped, because Hell Knights.
Yeah, probably the most, maybe not the most worshipped, but because he has control of every promise, contract, and oath, he is essentially, his power is brought even to with people who hate him, as long as they make promises to people.
Nice.
Hey,
That's
well,
that's a lore lesson for today.
uh, well, through these doors, you'll find my old bedroom and my old study.
Which I assume are to be mine.
Aye, you may use them as you wish. If you pull back the carpet in the study, you'll find a trapdoor leading to the
Femboy maid basement.
cellar of the church. It's been a month or so since we've been here. Basilius kind of glances around, making sure everything's clean.
No one, like, besides people that come to say prayers, or people who, or if there's like a funeral held here when you're not here. It's pretty quiet.
Yeah.
Also because there's no music playing, which I will change.
You shouldn't have many intruders here. A few coming through the church.
I will just hide when that happens. No need to.
Well, you have the 2 rooms.
Yes.
I just ask you keep everything tidy. Do not strew things across
That
the
is not
church room.
my way. Do not worry. That is not my way.
But Basilius kind of steps down the stairs. He pushes open the door. It's small. I've already removed all my belongings when I moved into the manor. There should be enough table space for anything you wish to store.
If I ever decide to read a nice book before bed, I'm sure that I'll have a place to put it.
Right? And as mentioned, this is the study.
The carpet's not there anymore. It's just a trapdoor.
What?
I said the carpet. I mean, no one's gonna question why you have a trapdoor anymore because you're the count.
Well, I mean, I keep a lot of memorabilia down there.
Well, yeah, but it also is locked.
Normal helmet armor down
That's
there?
fair.
But it is locked.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll unlock it and say, if there's anything larger you wish to store, you may do so down here. I have a number of old memorabilia.
You
from
go
a
down and
past life.
it's just swastikas.
Oh, God.
Oh no.
Well, it
Couple
is
of
memorabilia
SSs.
from another life.
I'm in the Azov battalion.
Oh God.
So we go down to the cellar.
Would you like to, Niall?
Well, I assume that's where we'll be talking about the contract.
Oh, fair.
Okay. If there's a reason to
My-
go down,
My
yeah.
Pathfinder thing isn't Hamachi isn't working for me right now.
Stop being gay.
All right.
Maybe that'll fix
We'll
it.
get it. We'll make it work.
Hamachi is notoriously homophobic.
Hey, you all climb down the ladder. This place is very dusty.
But
And
it
there is
works fine for me.
And there is a ever-burning candle on the table.
Yeah, decorated around the room, you see there's a lot of boxes and crates. Propped up on a stand is a very old and kind of banged up set of Hell Knight armor.
Oh, nice.
There's-
You can probably fetch a pretty good price if you sell that.
It's custom fit for my frame, and it's seen its days. It would require a lot of repair before I could sell it.
It's very wide around the thighs.
I mean, even if I did sell it, I'd rather not. It is a piece of my history.
Well, yes, but don't fall into the trap of protecting every single little historical thing of value.
Trust me, this is the only memorabilia I keep.
Good.
Puts away Ukrainian flags.
Yeah, otherwise there's a couple, there's probably like a shrine to the God Claw And then like a more devout shrine to Babylon specifically.
As you guys all get down there, a smell of sulfur fills the air for a second. And then there's a burning right here before something else appears. I was wondering when you would return.
It's been a while, Lamek. How do you do? Niall's just like, what?
Niall is just like, wait, do I have to share the place with this guy? Oh, God.
I was informed that you wish to discuss the specifics of the contracts, and I, of course, would like to oversee any contracts that you create with these companions of yours. If that's fine with you.
Hey, actually, I was going to summon you at some point anyway.
My friends have a vested interest in their well-being.
Understandable.
You don't mind if they also arrive?
Yes, but I will say one of your companions is, one of the folk is no longer around. They have left to pursue personal interests.
Yes, I'm aware of such things. Although the deal is already struck, I cannot take back the power.
That's fine. We have no need for such.
You'll be happy
petty
to know
squabbles.
that our King in Black is incredibly pleased with your gift.
Basilius smiles. Ah, wonderful. That is what I seek most.
Soon, perhaps, the ways shall be open.
Aye, speaking of the ways being opened, I had a question for you, Lamek.
Grim, you actually bump into someone doing that.
Oh.
You
Oh,
bump into...
no.
Ugh. Watch where you're going, whelp.
The invisible.
Yes. He becomes visible when you bump into him. Well, alright. The others also uncloak. What you see before you is a cacophony of devils.
Oh, yes.
One being a handsome-looking man, a very classical devil with hundreds of contracts on different spines on his body. Another one is a sort of not stout, but shorter than average devil with multiple arms and wings. He sort of chitters and twitches, and his body is made of a sort of harsh yellow bone.
Mm-hmm.
And of course the enormous hunter devil that Grim bumped into.
So many new people. Oh,
Aye.
Basilius, you spoil me.
The hunter devil sniffs the air. Ugh. The smell of the blood war is here.
Pardon?
The blood what?
Your companion smells of the blood war. You consort with demons?
No, not that I'm aware, and I also don't think I was at the Blood War. Interesting.
The blood war is ever going, even into this cradle. We have not forgot our ancient enemy.
I
I'm
assume the
watching.
blood war is... Oh, sorry.
Yes, the blood war is the same.
Yeah, okay.
The blood war is the endless battle between the armies of Hell and the Abyss.
Basilius pauses and thinks for a second. If you don't mind, could you pin the smell down to that amulet? I kind of gesture to Niall's neck.
It is all on him. I can smell it.
Basilius gives Niall a very disappointed look.
Niall just kind of smiles and then smiles at the devils and says, "Well, I certainly hope that the smell isn't too distracting."
The Contra Devil says, I'm only here for the one I've made a pact with. And Lamek is interested in your contract.
Alright. Well, let's get down to business. I don't want to hold the three of you up. I kind of gesture at the three of them.
Plop. This one comes up here and plops down. This one right here. This one over here.
Right. Hi. Oh, Miranda's, are you here?
I've been trying to get on for like the last minute, like last 5 or 10 minutes. I don't know
That's
why.
fine.
It's not
We
connecting.
don't need you in map tools right now, particularly. I'm sure you've heard everything going on.
Yes,
All our benefactors are here.
Yeah, I heard everything.
If somebody
so
actually
far.
wants to screen share, you could do that.
Oh, true.
Just for now, because I don't believe there'll be any combat this session.
Here you go. Can you see that, Erasmus?
Yep, I see everything.
Oh, Tanky's watching too.
Only friend plops on the table.
Which one was mine again?
The
one
right
behind
behind you, the Magav.
Ah, okay.
This sort of horrific gargoyle made of yellowed bone.
Alright, well, I believe the three of us have spoken on and off about this contract for the past few weeks. Just haven't been ready to settle down and get everything signed. I kind of look around the table with eyes on us now.
The contract devil just kind of quietly leans over your shoulder.
Basilius, I assume I actually already have something like draft written up at this point.
Yeah, you have a basic draft. We can go over the specifics of it though.
Mm-hmm. So Basilius will pull out like a 50-page contract. just piles of paper from his bag.
Bureaucracy.
Grim will grab
you-
it and sign it without reading over it.
Ever the headstrong one, aren't you?
The contract devil leans down and says, has that even been blessed, or is he just signing paper?
Personally, I think he just wants to get it over with because he's not much of a man of words.
I have not yet imbued it with the magic. It is just currently paper.
Allow me. The contract devil scoops up the papers, and he sort of holds them tightly and they burn away to ash, and then he produces a scroll that infinitely unfurls and says, "This is much easier to carry."
Aye. I was planning on doing that here, but your
It's just
presence is appreciated.
it's just the specifics of this contract, but written down in sort of blood ink.
Hey, I give it a quick read over, make sure there's nothing new.
So, the specifics of the contract. We have a contract tab for this. So, first things first, those who sign this contract agree to... Number 1. Okay, can someone be a stenographer for me as I speak?
Yes.
So, those who agree to this contract agree that, number 1, they will not directly act against the best interests of the kingdom.
Yep.
Alright, number 2. They will not, cause direct harm to each other unless by magical enchantment. Interrupt me, by the way, if any of this seems like a terrible idea to any of you. Because we all do have to agree on the contract to sign it.
Wait, what?
Yeah, we all have to agree on the contract to sign it, obviously, right? Like...
Yeah. Grim's okay with it so far. He would have had a problem with it if he didn't talk to Millard first.
Would anyone like to add any clauses to this? Austin, do you have any ideas? So we have, cannot directly work against the kingdom, and cannot harm any other members of this party, this group of people, unless under the magical enchantment.
Yeah, unless not of free will.
Yes.
So it would be more unless not of own will, so that you couldn't have somebody so you couldn't like hire somebody to compel you to kill us, because that would still be your own will to do so.
Okay, yeah, we can fix the words on that.
What if, let's say, for example, one of our gods tasks us with retrieving a specific item, and the others don't agree with that, would that cause any problem?
If what?
How
Rasmus
about
is
we
saying,
put in?
let's say, so I'll give an example. If Vecna says in a dream or a vision, hey Marasmus, you need to go get this thing and place it here, but the rest of the party absolutely does not want that to happen, what happens then?
I would. So that would. I kind of spoke on this. The best interest of the kingdom would be should be like a collective amongst the court or
Amongst
the
us?
party. Yeah, among us.
Among us?
So I don't know how to word this exactly, uh, but but yeah, basically, it's not just like the best interest of the kingdom, very loosely done. You can do whatever you want as long as you say it's for the best interest of the kingdom. It's for the best interest of the kingdom as defined by the party.
Well, that's completely different from Grim and Basilius.
Well,
Those
yeah,
are
as defined by the
two
party,
opposing
in what
styles.
moment? Now or when the thing occurs?
I think when the thing occurs, because
We
like
do
we
what,
can't.
like case by case basis?
Yeah.
So, may not take direct actions of their own free will that cause harm to the kingdom on a case by case basis.
Yeah. With like
Okay.
a bunch.
Right, make sure that's part of it too. What about attacking other members of the council?
Oh yeah, true. That's also important.
Grim
That
wants freedom to do so.
I would say that would be against the best interest of the kingdom.
To not be able to attack the other council members?
Yeah, because that's actively bringing harm to the kingdom.
But what if they were to attack you first? Does that
So
change?
what's happening is you're basically blocking us from actively seeking out any members of the council who have gone rogue.
Yeah, that's what I was
No,
saying. Like,
if they've gone rogue and we've agreed they've gone rogue, then it's not against the best interest of the group of the kingdom to kill them.
Austin is saying that that should not be a clause in the there should be no clause that says we can't hurt other council members, because if something bad happens and there's a clause that says we can't hurt other council members, we can't stop it.
Yep.
But yeah, because like if they go rogue, it's clearly the party will kill them. But if it's you just don't like somebody, you can't, and you kill them, that's acting against the best interest of the kingdom.
So we don't need a clause.
Yeah, so
No.
be again on a case by case basis.
Yes.
All right, this is the vaguest contract I've ever seen, but it works.
Well, I mean, so I want it to be vague, out of character, but I think in character would be like a lot, like there'd be
Yes,
huge
the contract
sections.
the contract devil would help you be like, oh, what about this? But what about this? Etc. Etc. He'd be constantly pointing out, look, what if they do this and it's on this day?
yeah, he is basically talking your ear off with like little mini details and like what ifs.
Like I said, in character, this contract is like between 50 and 100 pages of just straight content.
The hunter
Out
devil,
of character.
looks just as bored as Grim does.
But out of character, this is vague enough so that it's not stifling any of our creativity.
All right, let's see what else. Anything specific that isn't covered by against the best interest of the kingdom? Does anyone have any thoughts at all? Even if they're
Abandoning the group.
abandoning the group.
Yeah, so there would be no straight abandonment of the group or the kingdom. Probably for we probably have to add a clause on the duration before it becomes abandonment. So like you can't leave the group or kingdom for more than a week or so without
Prior
permission.
notice.
Prior notice.
A 10-day. The term week doesn't exist. It's 10-day. I keep saying week, but I should be saying 10-day.
I say week because you say week.
I know, I shouldn't say week. I say 10-day. Because a week is 10 days.
And what if, like, let's say a party member were to leave the group, but inform them that they want to leave?
Now, I would like a clause in there that allows us to move freely if one of our gods kind of tells us to. Because we all pretty much serve a different god, and I don't want there any clashes to come up because of that.
I think if we're gonna add that clause, it should be very well defined. Because like, what if Merasmus's god said, "Raise the city, kill everyone, and raise them all as undead"?
I would be okay with that.
You'd be because you wouldn't give a shit.
I think like acts of God. I don't know how heavily we should restrict acts of God.
I think as long as it doesn't say murder everybody, every town resident where you live, I think it should be fine in general, as long as no harm comes to
I
townsfolk.
don't think there should be a clause for that, because I think if your god's telling you to ruin the kingdom, that's what this contract is here to stop you from doing.
Oh yeah, true. But let's say like your god tells you to like leave, like almost immediately to go, like let's say somewhere far off, or if Grim has to literally like in 10 seconds head straight back to his cult.
Well, yeah, that's included in the departure, the departure clause. As long as you tell us, you may leave.
Oh, like I was saying, what about party members leaving, like wanting to leave and informing the party of it?
That was our second point. We said as long as the party informs each other of any departures, they may leave the group for whatever reason. But you can't just vanish out of sight.
What about like any information that they might, I don't know, tell somebody? Should we like put something in there?
That would fall under the first clause.
Oh, okay.
I think
Just trying to
any information that would be harmful to the kingdom would fall under the first clause, and I think anything that's not harmful to the kingdom, you should be free to tell.
The contract speaks up. The contract level speaks up. There should be a clause that voids the contract if something were to occur.
What kind of thing?
Perhaps, let's say... I'm not exactly sure, but most contracts have them. The contract is void under blank circumstance.
Maybe if something were to happen to Basilius.
Aye.
Basilius, your existence does hold this contract in place. With your death, it would be destroyed.
But I assume that then there's no need to put a
What
clause about that.
If we
Since
put
the
a
contract
clause
is destroyed.
that this contract still holds after Basilius is gone,
That's
would that
could...
still bind us?
Yes.
I say we put it down.
You would have to
Aye.
tie the contract not just to Basilius, however, you would need to tie it to the power of the Black Fortress itself.
Aye. If that's a clause you would all like.
Could we not tie the contract to Chandler Cross, or the throne of Chandler Cross, so that the contract would then pass over to whoever becomes the new ruler?
I do intend on bearing hair at some point.
Air? You mean air?
Hair.
Austin does not know how to speak English.
I do not.
This has been confirmed multiple times.
No,
He does exhale really loudly whenever he starts a sentence.
I just assume that's because Austin's taking a drink in between each sentence. I assume he was just slurping down water, and he's like taking
I
breaths.
have chugged 3 bottles of water.
That's so much water, dude. That's...
Go through
I actually
4
have...
gallons.
I actually have a sparkling ice grape raspberry water. Because
I drink at least a gallon of water a day.
that's a lot of water. I definitely don't drink that much water.
Yeah, I don't think I drink that much either.
I'm
Yeah.
notoriously dehydrated often.
So for the contract is not voided upon
Did you have to look at how it spells Basilius?
No, I'm just typing.
Oh, okay.
How are we gonna do this? Is it possible to like tie it to like the next ruler of Chandler Cross?
Yeah.
Or is
It shall be transferred to upon. So, do we want my heir to be the next ruler? Presuming I have one.
Well,
Oh.
that's actually how it has to be.
yeah, technically, yeah. That's how royalty works most of the time.
With
But
their
are we gonna go by your death, or are we gonna just abdicate?
By death, I think.
well, no, because any kids that he have would be half fiend.
Yeah, they would be half fiend. I think I've shared pictures with like images of half fiends. They're hot.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
Let's see. Is there possible that we can put a clause in there about, like, in the future, a rule of Chandler Cross could destroy this contract? Or are we gonna keep it like this is it till the end of time, until Chandler Cross no longer exists?
We
they could
can
probably-
have our descendants be
So-
bound by this contract as well.
But what if they
Graham,
don't want?
you're just saying that because you're a skinwalker.
Okay, but listen up. Listen up.
I'm already
I
bound
think
by a
that is
contract,
an interesting
basically.
That is an interesting question. Are all of our descendants like? Because I mean, even if I die, once y'all die, everything's no. Do we want this to be a? Do we want our lineage to be the heads of this town from now and forward?
Grim agrees, yes.
I
definitely.
plan on having a lineage.
Hmm?
I don't think-
That's why we need the femboy breeding programs.
To be fair, I don't think this is in character. I don't think anybody would marry me.
You don't need to be married for a hair. That
Yeah,
be
you could
arranged.
adopt,
Yeah.
or your zombie could inherit.
Anyway, so yeah.
Also, you're not
So-
planning to die, right, Erasmus?
No, yeah, I'm gonna plan to become a lich. Death is not an option for me.
Basilius would eventually also like to inherit the immortality of devils. Currently, he's kind of a lesser devil, so to unquote.
I would consider you to be a fiend, not a devil.
Hmm.
You're getting there, just not there yet.
Someday.
Does this contract include only friend?
Does only for want to be included?
Only friend can be included because he has 3 intelligence.
Sure.
Grim,
I
would you
mean-
want to include only for the
Which means also that all of Only Friend's offspring will also be
Yes.
bound to serve this family
Yes.
forever.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Hey, it's a neat idea, like a generational evil alliance.
Hey guys, we
Um,
just met and we're doing a cool kingdom thing. You guys want to bind our bloodlines together for all eternity?
look, you can say what you will, but this is the like a incredibly interesting way for this campaign to be progressing.
Yes.
Like the children couldn't even know that they're supposed to be bound. They could just all accidentally meet and think it's fate or something.
Austin, on the 4th one, you can change that from the death of Basilius to the death of. Okay.
The death of the leader of Chandler Cross? Or the leader of the Devout Pact?
Yeah.
Death of. I could say the death of. If presumably my kin are gonna be the leaders, I could say upon the death of the current Alzario
Heir.
heir to the throne.
Oh, technically,
Or
hold
something of the
on.
No.
You need to be more specific because that could add your extended family, the ones that live back in who knows where. And they can just and they can start staking claim over our shit.
Well, so that would entitle them if they could earn the right. So the way this is worded is that only my kin or my children will be eligible for the throne.
You should
But
make it that way, yes.
If any of my family come, they are entitled to noble titles.
That's fine. I don't know.
It's like that should be put in the contract.
Yeah, I put that my lineage, the lineage of the signers.
I would also like my family to have diplomatic immunity.
No,
no.
Oh my god.
veto.
Why not?
Because you're a wild card.
Because they
Wild
are
card,
family of a-
bitches.
Uh,
You
It
literally
literally,
got.
it literally is like Grim cuts the brakes in the van and jumps out the back.
so how does the TLDR of the contract look so far?
Let's see. I'm trying to think of ways that you could get around this. That's how you think contracts through. Not directly
I-
case by case basis. The thing is, number one is so vague that it's so hard to get around.
Yes.
Again, in character, the first one is probably 75% of the contract.
Yeah.
Here's another thing. What if our heirs want to break?
Okay,
the
wait.
contract?
Well, you can do it. What about punishments?
True.
Damnation of the soul to the Black Fortress.
What if we don't care about that?
Yeah,
we
that's-
could act against the contract.
Well, so
not
the
really
normal
care.
terms are your soul is immediately damned to an eternity in the Black Fortress. So you will go to the Black Fortress instead of wherever else you would go.
What if I
and-
hold on? Would that count if I reach lichdom?
If you do
Yes.
reach if you do reach lichdom, it would only work when you. Well, no, because when you destroy a lich's factory, their soul is destroyed. It doesn't go anywhere.
So that would technically not kind of get like if I get not mind control. If I just
Yeah,
want to
Marasmus
I go
would.
crazy one day.
So Marasmus is immune.
Yeah, we'd have to
Yeah.
think of a punishment for Marasmus because he's immune to the soul
that would
thing.
have to-
If he
you
becomes-
have to be super specific for me because
I don't know how severe can we make the punishment? Can we make it death and damnation?
Contract level says, "I like instant immolation."
can somebody simplify that for me?
What of those immune to fire?
Instant
Well, torture.
instant implosion.
That sounds fun.
Also, reading over the contract, there is a possibility that this contract will basically go into someone else from Basilia's family if he dies. It says
True.
that the
No.
contract will be transferred to your next of kin, and your next of kin could be
Yeah, but what if you don't have a kid?
cousin or something if you die before you have heirs.
I intend on working on that immediately.
I tend to get the
Okay.
femboy breeding
No,
programs
yeah,
up and running.
Basilius says that very straight faced. Presumably, if I perish before the end of the year, it could cause issues. But I
Perhaps-
guarantee you, I have no intentions on
The
doing such.
contract devil speaks up. Perhaps you could void the contract if you somehow die without children.
Yeah, that should be a good idea.
Then your friends would not be trapped for eternity with your aunt or cousin.
Because no offense to your family is probably wonderful, but at the same time, the only reason I agree to any of this is because you are our leader. But here's another question. What if, let's say, one of our lineage would decide to break the contract? How would that work?
Instant implosion.
I mean, like nullify it. Like they would try to.
Would it nullify them? So let's say, for example,
Attempting to nullify the contract would be a breach of the kingdom.
So, only depending on that is dependent on the opinion of the kingdom at that time.
Yeah.
Presumably, if majority of the staff has passed
oh
away.
wait, no. On a case by case basis, you need to specify how, like democratic vote, or like the yeas have it, or is it decided by the Baron, or?
It is by the head of each family. It is not council vote or anything like that.
So like the current heir, basically.
Yeah, of each contract signee.
But then, what if someone dies without an heir? Does it just lower the amount?
Yeah, it lowers the amount of people that can vote.
Yeah. So we should all work on bearing hairs, including that. I'm gonna go pee real quick.
Fanboy breeding. Fanboy breeding.
I'll start planning on adopting some kids.
Can somebody write note 6?
All right. What else? Does anyone else have anything?
Let's see.
Punishment via instant implosion.
For anyone who goes against
The contract, yes.
terms of the contract.
This contract, by the way, can be destroyed via wish spell, with no punishment.
We should work on that as well then.
No, that is just something you can't avoid.
Oh, so there's no way of like signing that out of the contract. That will happen.
This contract can be destroyed via miracle or wish spell.
I mean, yeah, that's like the definition of the wish spell. It can do anything.
Yes.
Okay. I'm just trying to like.
So yes, this contract can be straight up just destroyed by the miracle or wish spell with no punishment, nothing. That is just one of the powers of the wish.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, that's just how the world works. It's also not something any of us would consider in character.
True, since none of us
Unless
are...
Marasmus was bored and he's like, you know what? I'm tired of these rules. Miracle, wait, devil contract.
Like, literally, the only thing I can consider that my character doing that if I go crazy enough, if I don't get souls when I actually become a lich.
Liches notoriously do go crazy pretty good. Unless they're fed really well, then they keep their sanity.
Yeah, that's the only thing I can consider my character doing this shit. That's why I was saying, like, but technically, if I become a lich, the damning my soul won't work, because if I just go crazy without eating souls, I could just decide, you know, fuck it, I don't like that I have to share power. Channel across is mine.
Do a full, like, Hakar move and be like, no, I was actually planning to do it from the beginning. Let's see. What about attitudes towards townsfolk and how we run the town? Should that be in the contract?
No.
Specify a little bit.
Or would that be on a case-by-case thing? Or leader by leader?
I think that's just like, I don't think that's something that needs to be signed into the contract. I think that's just like how the council decides to progress with the town.
But what if the council's greedy wants to run the town to the ground while filling their pockets?
So be it.
Wow, okay.
I mean, you can't do every eventuality.
Yeah.
The contract devil says, I disagree. If you wished, I could spend several years writing every single possible event that could occur.
That's not. Just maybe the most pliable ones.
I have been writing these for eternity, you know.
I know, but I don't think we might have that much time.
I don't think we should bind the constructs of how the town is governed. I think that should be led to the head of the town.
I believe that you are far too trusting, but you are the one who holds my pact.
I'm less concerned with... under the current terms, I am the one who holds that power, and in future terms, I shan't be around to see it.
No king rules forever.
I do not. And I do not plan to.
Besides the king in black.
And I shall serve him forever.
Actually, he hasn't ruled forever, because he's only existed for, like, a few 100,000 years. Whatever.
Anything else we can think of for the moment?
Nope.
Okay, that seems like it. Does anyone have any possible final say before we all sign this?
I don't know. I was trying to think of like something like, let's say, like extended family.
Well, everyone here should immediately think about a way to break this contract and get out of it, so we can see if we can plan around that.
Well, you already planned around mine, which was lich stuff.
There's a way.
And actually Marasmus would survive instant explosion.
Oh yeah, because as long as my phylactery isn't destroyed, I'd be fine.
It would have to be like utter destruction of the soul.
There's a very obvious way to get around the contract. It comes from the fact that both Clause 1 and Clause 2 specifically say that it has to be direct acts against the kingdom or against the other members. If you do something indirectly, you can go around the contract and just get it to do whatever you want.
Didn't we cover that with the idea of, like, let's say somebody hiring assassins or something?
Well, no, that would be direct, but if you hire someone to do something, that would be directly.
Yeah, if you are hiring somebody to harm the kingdom, that is you directly.
But let's
This
say
leaves-
if you do a few things like experiments or etc., and then over the course of etc. amount of months or years, it harms the
You
kingdom
realize,
greatly.
yeah.
That's indirectly.
Mhm.
We should probably put a clause to that too. Then.
Well, no, because you don't know. You like indirect harm to the kingdom is something that you don't. You're 99% of cases you don't know you're causing.
True. In 99% of the cases. I think you should reword it to consciously go against the kingdom or against another each other. Because then
Will
you
not
cover
directly
also...
will not directly act against the best interest of the kingdom of their own free will.
Yes, but what I mean is that if you instead put it in and that people will not consciously act or plan against the best interests of the kingdom or each other, then you also limit the indirect damage they can do, because if they're trying to indirectly attack the kingdom, they are still consciously trying to attack the kingdom.
True, he's got a point.
So
He's actually got a point.
so how about instead of consciously we put purposefully?
Purposefully, for example.
Yes.
That also works.
You will not act directly or purposefully or indirectly. God, I gotta word this in a way. You will not purposefully act directly or indirectly against the best interests of the kingdom.
Yes. And then you are also covering the against your own free will, because if you're doing it against your own free will, then you're not doing it purposefully.
All right, that makes sense to me. All
Yeah.
right, everybody, if you agree with this, please put your names in the contract page. Your full names, please.
Austin Richardson.
Austin Richardson on Facebook. Here, let me get your hometown. I'm gonna dox you on the YouTube. Oh, you did, by the way, just say that, and I'm recording for YouTube.
That's fine.
Okay. I'll bleep it out.
No, that's fine. I don't care.
I wasn't gonna bleep it anyway.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know if I spelled mine correctly. Please, somebody tell me if I spelled it incorrectly.
Have you
Because
written
you guys
it?
know, yeah, I haven't sent it yet, so somebody text it real quick.
Also, I imagine this is how it plans out. The
Okay,
four
you
of us
spelled your name. You
sign
spelled your name wrong. It's spelled like this.
Azrael.
Oh, okay.
It's Azrael. Everyone keeps saying Azrael. It is Azrael.
I mean, he can say it's Azrael.
It's pronunciation. Let's just leave it as the way they say it. I like it either way.
I mean, do you want to just add an A to it? Since everyone keeps saying it anyway.
Yeah, sure. Why not? Doesn't
Sure,
matter.
it's added. It's also not Old Spire. It's Ol Spire. There's no
Old Spice.
Old Spice.
All right, and those are all your true. Those are all your true names, correct?
I mean, I think so. Yeah.
Are they the name you're given to you at birth?
Middle name
yes.
included?
Yes.
Okay. Give me 1 second.
What's Grim's middle name?
And as soon as Grim signs his name last, only friend jumps up and just slams its paw into the ink and slams it on the paper.
Your middle name is just the number you were born with.
Yes.
Wait, there's been 12 other U's?
Would I have a middle name?
There's 12
Or is that not custom?
in my litter.
Oh, I thought there were 12 other U's. Like
That's
no.
only
Wow.
that's only friends.
Aw.
That sticker's, by the way, called "I sent you my applause. Please respond."
This is only friend's signature.
Pretty much.
All right, and I'm getting a screenshot of it. And I'm gonna put it in the living world.
Nice.
Oh god, I clicked the living world and I saw Kirby getting fucked. Oh wait, Marasmus, go to the not safe for work tab.
No, I already saw it. I don't want to see it again.
I like that he's enjoying it. He looks like he's enjoying it.
I thought it was some random Kirby thing and I was gonna comment on it, and then I saw what it actually was and I hate myself for it.
Oh God. Every day we stray further away from God's grace.
Indeed.
I think we're already far gone enough.
Did we agree on a punishment?
Basically instant death, and your soul is damned to the Black Fortress.
Well, I think we should have agreed something for specifically for liches.
Graham put forward torture until the day of their death.
That, like, again, we
Welcome
need
to the
something
Black
for,
Fortress.
we need something for liches because as long as
instant death, including destruction of any phylactery, etc.
yeah, okay,
Or like a clause that like,
instant true death?
Instant true death.
Okay,
yeah,
true
there
death.
we go. Because I like down the line, I don't know if any of my kin might be liches, but I'm just trying to cover that base.
A sphere of annihilation just spawns inside your stomach.
He would survive that. He would survive that.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like,
Liches
as long
are-
as there's a phylactery that works.
Liches are stupid hard to kill.
They're
So
also
gay.
stupid easy to kill.
Oh yes,
Sphere of
they're like
annihilation
they're weirdly stupid
spawns
hard
on your
and
phylactery.
I had a fight where the liches, it was an insane lich, so he didn't really hide his phylactery well. It was just like on a nightstand, and he was standing next to it, and he got fireballed, and the fireball hit his phylactery as well because it was an AOE, and just insta killed him, even though it only did like 1/100th of his health.
there's also
mean,
you could
that's
also
a
have
pretty
multiple
weak
phylacteries.
phylactery.
Do like a Voldemort thing.
No, phylacteries in general are weak.
I mean, you
They-
sure?
by the way, I
played
am-
a game with a Draco Lich, and the phylactery.
Well, I mean,
took,
some
like,
some phylacteries can be very
disintegrate
hard to kill.
well.
No,
Yeah.
phylacteries specifically have a stat spread that they have.
Yeah.
Even if you make it out
phylactery-
of a different material or something magically hard, it has the phylactery
Mhm.
stats.
what's it called? I would usually for like a powerful lich, I would have like a specific condition to destroy their phylactery, not
Yeah.
just like
Yeah,
I
would
hit it with a
still be open.
sword. There was one that I had where what's it called? It was a lich
Nothing
that
else
the
is open right now.
it was like an insane lich the
I'm
players
ready.
were fucking with for like an entire campaign. This is back in 5e. You had to hit it with 6
Cringe.
disintegrate spells at the same time to destroy it.
Lamau?
It was very funny when they actually did. They had to gather like a bunch of powerful wizards and like everyone just point at this box and disintegrate it.
Avada-kedavra.
I mean, it literally was. It upsets me that no one in the Harry Potter universe ever realizes that Voldemort's a lich.
No, yeah, that makes sense.
He just has like 8 Horcruxes, right? So 8 phylacteries. It's been a while since.
He literally made his pet a Horcrux.
I mean, the entire fucking Harry Potter universe is kind of just fucked.
It's
Yeah.
it's also very dumb. I'm not a big fan of Harry Potter, but it
It's
upsets
not
me.
a good universe.
Wait, it upsets me that he's never called a lich when he clearly is a lich. So
I don't give me the idea to have like multiple phylacteries, and I'm gonna do it.
I'm just in the background while you guys were talking. I was just watching this video of these rats trying to share a Cheeto, and they were not politely sharing the Cheeto at all. They were fighting over the Cheeto.
Okay, so what happens when we
Oh.
find
Okay,
Azriel, are you planning to become a lich and a true vampire, or just a lich?
Okay, the thing is, with the two vampire thing, that
Lamech
depends on-
Lamech speaks up and says, "Those are mutually exclusive. You cannot be one and the other."
Yeah, like, it's either I become a lich first, or I do something that my god views as incredible, and he makes me a vampire.
Because if you could become a vampire, then all your vampire broodlings are under this contract.
Yes, of course.
Well, because they're technically considered children, quote unquote.
Yeah.
That's that's so vague. Do we count adopted kids with this?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
No,
Anything
we're
that
not
can
homophobic.
inherit.
No, now we are homophobic.
Niall can't.
Extremely homophobic.
We're
No, I'm kidding.
we're homophobic, but we still do have the femboy breeding basement.
Ooh,
Ren
alright.
still thinks Niall's a girl. Just by the way.
When are you gonna find a good man, huh?
Anything.
Let's
Alright,
see.
So the contract has been signed.
Although Lemess says, I'm not exactly sure if you're aware of your origins, but
Who?
Who?
no, Azrael.
Oh,
He
yeah.
speaks to Azrael. He says, "Your kin were originally abyssal creations."
What?
Yes, the first vampires were one of the leviathans created by the original lords of the abyss.
Huh.
Same
and that
with
means
the same with doppelgangers, surprisingly, as well. Although they are much less powerful now.
And what would that entail to me specifically?
Oh, nothing. I was just interested if you knew your history.
Well, my vampire, and he does it in quotations. Vampiric lineage is incredibly diluted.
Yes, that's
The
why you're
only- the only
tolerable
thing
to be around. I'm sure
the
the
only thing
smell
I
would be
got was-
terrible.
The only thing I
That
got
one.
was, the only thing I got out of it was incredibly hideous looks.
Well, there's someone for everyone out there.
I highly contest that one.
Well, Lamesh steps down and says, "Now that the contract is ratified, would you like us to hold it, or would you like to hold it?"
I'll hold it. I'll kind of take it and vanish it.
Okay. Yes, I would keep that physically safe. Although, if you keep it within yourself, I'm sure no one can get at it, but it can be physically destroyed.
Yep.
And you
I
can't
do the
really
contractual
you can't,
thing.
and you can't really make copies of soul binding contracts.
No.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, could you just make a copy? Just fax machine it?
Yeah, could you fax that to me in the Black Fortress? I do need a copy.
It's-
You get
it's
the
your-
you get this copy, I get the one with the yellow paper.
Oh,
The Hunter Devil puts his hands up and says, "Finally! It took forever."
what? Grim shakes his head. What? We done?
Yes.
Yes, you all may leave. I do have some words. I'd like to speak with Lamesh if he's willing.
Of course. Alright, I'll send the rest of them home. He waves his arms, and there is a burst of flames, and the rest of the devils are sent back to the Black Fortress. He sort of flutters over and says, "Alright, what would you like to speak to me about?"
I was wondering if it was possible to bring any more devils over to the material plane, or to the what's the
Well.
world called? Urala.
It would just be, yes, to the material plane.
Okay.
He says,
Uh,
"Such a thing is possible now that we have the Codex. Babylon has gifted many of his most trusted underlings with the ability to traverse the plains."
Poggers. Ah, wonderful.
Did you say that in character?
Yes, poggers, indeed.
I was looking for some sort of devil to help me aid my kingdom while I was gone. I am not entirely trustworthy of mortals to take the task.
Such a thing is possible. I am not quite suited for the task. I am much more a messenger than a leader.
Well,
Such a thing is possible, however. Do you have a particular form of devil in mind?
let me pull up the list of that devils.
Oh, finally, I was able to log in. Sweet Christ.
Pathfinder Wiki. Shit, I should have considered
Any
this
devil that-
before.
Any devil that could probably take your image, or maybe.
No.
No.
Alright,
Um,
sorry. I don't know.
Well, I mean, to take my image, like, people are gonna know I'm leaving town. I am looking for a right-hand man. Wait, real? Oh, dude, I was looking at so. Sorry, the hierarchy on the Pathfinder wiki goes from bottom to top instead of top to bottom. So I was looking at the least demons, and I was like, why are these?
But all of the archdevils are servants of Babylon, like Beelzebub and Barbados and Belial, the Spader, Geryon, Mammon.
Oh yeah, I would never ask for an archdevil.
Well, an archdevil, if there was ever an archdevil on Arala, like every major organization in the world would know about it.
No, yeah, true. We would be putting a target on our back.
There's also Lucifer.
Like biblical Lucifer?
Yeah, biblical Lucifer is an archdevil.
Ah, neat.
Honestly,
Although
I
what's it
feel
called?
als-
He was in charge of the part of hell that mortals from Earth went to.
Ah, okay.
But he also had a, I mean, what's it called? He served Asmodeus back when Asmodeus was a thing that you could be. Oh, I love this ability actually Lucifer has. Descent into Evil. Any creature that meets Lucifer's eyes must make a will save or make an alignment shift towards evil.
Joke's on you. All of us are evil in one way or the other.
I am unsure of what sort of devil would be willing to aid me in my conquest of this land. I'm sure
It is entirely based. What the fuck? They're just on the other side of the room. It is entirely based upon how obvious you want it to be that they are a devil. Most devils can control their form. However, not all of those devils are very good at what you're speaking of. I could find a Galatrix, a Gladiatrix, a Domination Devil.
Wait. Which one is that?
A Gladiatrix. It's a Domination Devil. It's a third-party devil.
Oh, that's why.
Yes, I'm on the SRD.
Sorry, I'm looking at actual devil. I feel like Fistrosphilas might be the most in tune with my ideals. But if you have any other recommendations, the demon I just listed is the contract devil.
Yes, a contract devil. Can a contract devil disguise their form? Or to be obvious that there's a devil around. Yes, what's it called? A Fistophilius. Fistophilius cannot...
That's the one with the giant arm and the tiny arm, right?
No, that's a Glabrezu, and they're a demon.
Oh, okay.
The Contra Devil's this guy here. It could literally just be the guy you made a pact with.
True. He's already...
It's also as simple as getting them a greater hat of disguise.
It could be that, yes.
Well, that would be expensive, wouldn't it?
No, it's only 4,000. Which is 2 build points.
You would just take some unrest for embezzling.
Yes.
Which isn't that big a deal. But, just know, I guess, no, he probably wouldn't betray you if you made a contract with him, but the Philistiphus could absolutely whoop everyone's ass here.
Oh, yes.
With his bare hands, just punch you to death.
Yeah, but that's only if we try to do something dumb against him.
This is when Basilius asks for a Irenis for a bride.
Oh, they're absolutely both way too powerful and too proud to be a bride for you.
They are less... Well, yeah. To be a bride. But yeah. Actually, they're roughly my power level.
What's it called? Yeah, they're what, fallen angels?
No, they are devils who take the form of angels to piss off angels.
Wow, that's just petty.
Yeah, that's incredibly petty.
We could
Which is what I do.
Are you sure you're not just one in disguise then?
If you want, you could get a what's it called? Angavaho, a heresy devil. They are specifically trained to sow disbelief in corruption.
I don't think we need that unless we're sticking it on some other town.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like the contract devil is the best fit for my right hand man. If I could find one, or get...
It depends on if you want a right hand man who is good at governing or good at keeping things in control while you're gone.
Governing.
All right. Yeah, because contract devils aren't the craziest physically. I mean, if you want one that's crazy physically, you'd want like a bone devil or like an automa devil.
I don't care about strength-wise. I'm looking for intellect and charisma.
They must have big brain.
Big brain, that is true. Let's see. Philosophus, yes. Okay, let me stat out one.
Oh, Pog.
Let's discuss the terms with the contract devil. He could actually just be the devil you made the contract with before.
I mean, yeah, if he's willing.
Yeah? Oh, well, he's willing to do it for a separate contract.
Yes. I mean, it's just like, if governance isn't his cup of tea.
Okay, random devil gem generator.
Sounds like there's people walking around in the church.
Okay, the devil you made a contract with, his name is Zarab.
Nice. More like fuck me.
No.
Oh.
You have to call 1-800-FUCK-ME for that. That's a real number. Call it. Let me get his stats statted out.
I am as intimidating as this guy. We have roughly the same intimidate.
Nice.
He's a much better linguist than me, though.
He's a cunning linguist.
I want to get that feat.
Cunning
But
linguist?
Yeah.
Is that a real feat?
It's a feat that lets
I
you.
was just making an oral joke.
I'll show you some oral.
No, you won't. You're
That
gay.
is true. But there's a feat that replaces bluff, diplomacy, and intimidate with linguistics.
Yes, there is.
I've done it before for a character who's obsessed with languages. But unfortunately, all of my skills are actually as high as linguistics, if not higher.
All right, you now have him. Here's his stats.
Pog.
Okay, in a flash of light and fire, he appears in the nearby chair. Do we want to discuss this with your companions?
Aye, they may stay around. They are members of the council as well.
No, I was more worried of... Not that they are to hear, but they would have a say in such things.
Oh, it'll be between me and you. As far as says go.
Only friend is like climbing up on boxes.
Yep.
He's doing hardcore parkour.
He falls into a box of Basilis's old clothing.
Zarab says, well, he gets a scroll out. What are the specifics of this?
I'm looking for a fiend to aid me in my kingdom growth. There's many times where I am away from the kingdom for long durations of time, handling foreign diplomacy or leading conquests. I'm unsure if you've heard of my history, but I am a Hell Knight who has served much of his life on dealing with conquest and of the sort. I'm looking for a powerful being to aid me. I'm not sure if you heard me earlier, but I feel more at home with fiends than mortals.
I think I prefer mortals.
Those are the
Now,
people you can make the deals with.
what exactly are my duties then? What would you need me to do? And I do have some conditions.
I will explain to him the duties of the Count's aide / first man, like taking over the kingdom when I'm gone, helping me with discussions of the kingdom, all that jazz.
Wait, you want him to be a count's aide or the consort?
I mean, he's obviously we're not fucking.
So, Count A.
But he's ripped.
You
I mean-
could.
Hey, look, I can't breed with him, so there's no point.
Tanky hasn't said that.
No, he can't transform.
But Tanky hasn't said that.
Yeah.
See, I'm looking at any spells, and there's no breeding spell. There's Symbol of Pain. That's kind of like a breeding spell. That would happen during it.
God.
Oh god.
You know, that's the ultimate masochism. You cause a spell that suffers racking pains for 1 hour. Let's see.
So yeah, basically the viceroy of Chandler Cross and the greater Scardale region.
Alright. I have a few conditions. I'm sure your friends would want to be here to discuss them with me, because they may involve them.
I am open. Let's hear them. I kind of...
Zarob's contract sort of spread out and sort of tap Azrael on the shoulder.
Oh, okay.
And then the contract gives you like a beckoning motion.
Hot.
Yeah, I'll open it.
Look, Andre, don't say that this isn't hot.
No, the contract is just saying, hey, get over here. That's literally what it says on the paper.
I mean,
Hey, get over
Because,
here!
because you're 30 feet away from him.
that is hot.
Just move my token towards them right now.
Well, I'm willing to do this in exchange for a few conditions and, of course, a payment.
Aye.
First condition. I would like free reign of the entire region within its borders.
Acceptable. Do you have
Within
an
its
objection,
borders.
Azrael?
Within its borders from the center of the earth to the sky.
He's using our own tricks against us.
He's using better than your tricks against him. I
And
have
by
no
free
objections to
reign,
that.
Like, to rule or specifically to do whatever as you please?
Oh, to be able to move and transport and teleport myself anywhere.
Oh, okay, no. That I can agree with. Okay, I thought you meant something completely different.
I
He's not
also
trying-
wish to be able to enter into contracts with civilians.
Well, that is
Acceptable.
your job. I don't think we're gonna block you from doing your work. If not, Basilius would probably whoop us.
Alright. I'll write that down.
I do ask that you shroud your appearance. We can provide magical items to aid you in such a task. If you are unable to disguise yourself.
He
Should we
sighs.
block members? Should we block members of the council from signing contracts with them?
No. We should block anything that would be a detriment to our kingdom.
Technically,
And-
anybody could be a detriment. You need to be more specific.
The contract devil moves his eyes over to Grim and says, "And what sort of things could I do?"
So, signing contracts with people to give them power to overthrow us.
Well,
Oh,
we can't
I
stop
won't be
them
doing
from
anything like that.
contracts.
But my power in contracts is immense. I could grant wishes if that is in the case.
As long as you are bringing no harm to us or the kingdom, I see no issue in restraining your ability to grant contracts.
So, are
Is
you
this
specifically
vague-
telling them that you can?
Is this vagary going to be the same as on a case-by-case basis?
I think we can. I believe we can sort out the specifics with you.
Do you list?
I assume. I assume we can go over this for a couple hours with him, back and forth.
Is there any specific examples that you guys want to bring up? Like, you cannot make a contract to do this.
Probably like maybe mostly like any form of contract that could cause irreparable harm to the party and or the nation of Channel Cross, or I don't know how you say it.
So no contracts that could cause irreparable harm to Chandler Cross.
No contracts made with the intention of like helping somebody overthrow us, or things of that vein. My brain no work.
Overthrow, kill, imprisonment, stuff like that.
So no contracts targeted at you guys, hostily.
Yes.
Alright. Okay.
I believe we can go over that for like an hour or two, and presumably with him? Question mark.
Alright. I also would like payment. In addition to my
Specifically,
conditions.
What sort of
What-
payment can we provide you?
I would like a payment of... How many months in the year here? In your mortal
Oh.
year?
I'll tell him.
There's 12.
12.
Okay. I would like a payment of 6 mortal souls per year.
Acceptable.
Sacrifice to me.
Acceptable.
Does it have to be all at once, or can it be
Yes.
spread out?
All at once, let's say on the summer solstice.
I like how classy you can be.
Grim can
Hmm.
arrange this.
I believe it would be far easier and more convenient if we could spread them out through the year, don't you think?
True, 6 random murders happening in the region of Canada Cross could cause suspicion when it's all happens in once.
Is there a particular reason you wish for all 6 at once?
It allows me more purchasing power in the moment. Rather than waiting to save.
Is there any specific way you would like to receive the souls?
I could create an altar you could sacrifice people at.
That would be, well, I can accept that term. If you're not willing to bend on.
Your drow does not have a pact with any of us. Is he interested? Niall?
I mean, I've signed the contract, right? So
Alright. I mean a much more personal contract. I will be available at any case if you were to need anything.
yes, but I don't believe that I will deal with you directly.
He sort of gives a minor scowl before going back to his normal expression.
Same.
He says, alright. Well, how exactly would you like to spread the souls out then, if you're so worried about your reputation?
Grim
Uh,
isn't Grim will make a point.
Once every other month, but at the end of the month.
I was thinking maybe like a couple, like 3 months before the summer solstice.
What?
Like let's say two souls like 3 months before the summer solstice, like 2, and 2.
I mean, why does it need to be defined to spread out as long as by the solstice you have all the souls?
It could cause panic, and people
Uh,
would probably get more defensive about.
Zarab speaks up and says, I do not appreciate inconsistency.
Right.
I like my schedules where they are. Seeing as I'm going to be staying in your plane for some time, I must be able to acclimate to your time as well.
Does it specifically have to be? Could it be souls of prisoners, stuff like that, or does it have to be specifically like
Any
villagers?
mortal soul, however, evil souls are much more valuable.
I
Well,
think we can find an agreement to that.
well, if you will accept the one every 2 months.
I
We
will.
could do this all at the solstice and just keep our prisoners, and then have a celebration of sorts for the enacting of justice, and have a
A public,
mass
public execution.
execution.
That
Wait, pause. That is specifically against your god's way, what you're suggesting.
I'm not suggesting in character. I'm just suggesting out of character right
Okay.
now.
And out of character, just having it every other month, like we can just say they're being executed for their crimes.
True,
Like, if we have 6 at once, it's harder to justify. But 1 every other month, we're putting criminals down. No more to say.
yeah, and I'm pretty sure most of, not all of, the towns in Chandler Cross should have some form of a prison.
Yeah, we'll have people. 6 people a year in jail is easy.
True.
Alright. One more payment. Aside from the souls. I would
Alright.
like a mortal to sire my spawn.
I can provide that. I perhaps know somebody who may pike interest immediately.
Oh, are you talking about the out of character? You're talking about the chick, right? What's her name? Rasmus looks not Rasmus. Asriel looks at you with a questionably for a second as he's thinking, and then when it hits him, he gives you like the widest grin possible. Like, oh, I know who you're talking about. She could probably work.
And then we are
Probably wouldn't even
decided.
care.
I... Would produce the contract, and we can settle this.
He unfurls the contract as the words are right themselves, and then he sets it down the table.
I will read through all of it.
Okay, give me linguistics.
Take 20. I will spend time to read this.
Alright. About an hour passes as you read through every single word of this contract very carefully and reread it several times. What is your take 20 roll?
31.
Okay, let me roll linguistics for this guy.
he has plus 26.
Yes, but he's not able to take 20. He just has to do it.
Well, he could fail or he could succeed.
All right.
Ooh.
Everything appears to be in order. The contract is very long and it's kind of disjointed because you're reading it all as a single page. You do know that. Let's see.
I mean, I got within 5 of his check.
Well, yes, I know. Your soul will be sworn to him. Let's see.
It already is.
Yes. Breaking the contract is difficult and dangerous, etc., etc. He basically cannot be fired except by miracle or wish.
That's fine.
So later on, if I just say "fuck you," I could do that.
Also, he gains the location of you at all times.
Yep.
And can greater scry on you at all times.
Yep. Expected.
Those are not said, but you do find that within the contract.
I knew they'd be there because those are terms all contract devils include.
Yes.
You know this. You are a lawyer.
Well, I'm trying to become a contract devil.
Yeah, lawyer.
Basilius's life goals are to become a personal contract lawyer for Babylon.
I'm gonna be God's lawyer.
Yeah.
Okay, you and the devil. That you see no other discrepancies.
I will sign. Everything is in order.
Oh,
Basilius places his pin
sign
on the...
here and here, and there and there.
Initial here,
Yeah.
initial there.
Cha 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 cha.
All right.
And a drop
he
of blood
rips
here.
he rips the contract into 2 separate contracts, and says, "And this one is for you."
I store it in my body.
He slurps it down.
I would find it funny as hell if like Basilius gets killed and just a bunch of paper comes flying out.
Oh yeah, like a what's it called? Like a Diablo enemy. Just like loot explodes out of him.
That will happen.
And
I
then
have probably like 20 contracts stored inside me at this point.
and then the contract devil takes his copy and puts it in his body or on one of his spines. You know that if both of these copies are destroyed, the effects of the contract are canceled and reversed. So anything that would have happened because of it is immediately undone.
Nice.
Let's see. And also, a second mortal, if you want, can adopt the terms of the contract and take it off your back.
My hair, presumably. My
Yes.
hair.
Yes. Well, then it will be excellent doing work with you. He's going to take a form now.
We're not done.
Oh,
Oh, great. What do you need, Grim?
Grim, do you have something you wish to ask of
Oh,
me?
no. Oh, we got another devil to summon. You can leave.
Well,
He's not
I
leaving.
can't leave.
Oh, yeah.
He's now in our plane. He's literally gonna work with us.
I'm your eternal servant.
Oh, well, welcome. Go make me some coffee. I'm kidding.
No.
That is not within my job.
Nor was it written in the contract.
And also, you must make Grim coffee. It's written at the end.
It's written by Grim specifically.
It's like written in like childish like it's like written by a 4th grader. Grim is writing with pause.
Yeah.
It's not even written in this, like the entire contract's written in Infernal, and then it's just written, and then at the bottom in Common, you must make Grim coffee. But it's spelled like Donald Trump, Kofifi.
Oh God.
So, what else is there? Zarab just steps back, and Lamesh speaks forward. It's a Grim, you have things you wish to speak of? Your drow friend has been surprisingly quiet.
That's normally just him.
Do you have something to add, Niall?
I mean, I am sure you guys have dealt with these creatures before, and if everything seems to be okay for you, it's really not my place to say anything.
Only friend
Besides, from what I
jumps
can tell.
onto your shoulder and uses it as a bounce board to go up to the boxes.
Aw.
It crushes you, and you
Yeah, it's a lynx. It's like a lot of weight.
That's like at least maybe
God.
100 or something pounds. of
So-
pure-
Nihil just continues and says, besides, I believe that you already have some contracts drawn up with these creatures before, so if any of these are an issue, they're more of an issue to you than they are to me, and you seem to be fine with it. Also, I would like to formally apologize. It is 4 a.m. I am not having as much attention as I want to have.
It's fine. I was just poking fun. I'm just poking fun at you. Grim, what do you need else? You said you need one more devil to summon? Who is that?
Basilius and I were discussing a flesh crafter.
Oh, yes, me and Grim had been discussing getting...
You speak of a flesh warper.
Yes.
Such a talent is rare even in the Black Fortress. You know this, correct?
Aye, which is why I was not gonna bring it up yet. I don't believe we have the funds or capacity to employ such a devil at the current moment.
Oh, well,
Funds
it was
are
my
no
understanding we
issue.
were.
There is plenty of other ways to pay. Are you seeking a true flesh warper or simply a crafter? Usually a true flesh warper is much more rare and is often employed by drow, surprisingly.
What are the terms of such beings?
A
Of such
true
powers?
oh, you would not you would not wish to be truly flesh warped. These beings are aberrations, completely twisted. It was an art invented by the drow on their home planet.
Oh, the Drow are aliens.
I look over it now. I look over it now.
Yes, the history of the drow is an interesting one. Their god deceived Alir for his beauty, and made their race beautiful like his, in exchange, shedding their insectoid bodies.
Wait, you used to be half bug?
I mean, haven't you and Nile just kind of like moves his arm in front of the light, and if you look at his shadow is like of a spider, basically a giant spider.
I just thought that was like your aura or something. I don't know.
Some hide it better than others. But yes,
Our boss over here can transform into angelic or demonic armor whenever he wants. I don't question a lot of stuff.
Okay, those transformations are merely psionic in nature. They are not actual angelic or demon armor, right? It is merely an exoplasmatic form, I take.
as I was saying, the victims of true flesh warping are not the same as they are when they... or not the same people. But a flesh warping ritual could be done. How exactly are you seeking it?
We are seeking to further augment Grimm's body with fiendish properties. Perhaps. Oh fuck! What's the devil with the goat hooves? If there is one, I just don't remember the name.
Plenty of them have goat hooves. Horn devils do. Let's see, there's carapaces, burrowing claws,
Yes, perhaps.
shark
Perhaps
gills.
the satyr-like hooves of a Korgon, or some sort of fiendish tail.
Such things are possible. A stinging tail would be easy enough, although it would cost considerable gold, or something of equal value.
Basilius nods.
Basically, a stinging tail costs 12,000 gold pieces, or something of equal value.
I thought we were going for the hoofs.
Yeah, well, the tail gives you a natural weapon that does d6 damage, plus 3 times a day you can use a con poison that makes them take, well, not con, it's a dex poison that makes them take a d4 dex damage every round for 4 rounds. However, wearing it having it gives you -5 to your land speed and -2 to acrobatics.
Yeah.
Let's see. There's Grasping Tendrils, Claw Gauntlet.
We were looking at the fiendish transformation, blazing hooves.
Can I get a link?
Yeah, it's where the fuck? Oh, fuck.
Camouflage Flesh is really good. It allows you to use stealth even in the open.
Fuck it.
He becomes a walking chameleon.
Yeah, you literally get chameleon flesh, yes. Or Carapace, you get +4 natural armor, but you get a -4 armor check penalty. Let's see, there's Claw Gauntlet, which makes your melee weapons one size bigger, or makes your natural weapons one size bigger with your claws, but you can't wield a weapon or hold or manipulate any objects. Let's see, there's Shark Gills. You can breathe water, but then you can no longer breathe air. There's Wings of Darkness. It's 36,000. You get a 60-foot fly speed. There's.
Here you go. Demonic implants.
Can I get the link?
Yeah. The second one, brazen hooves. Because I discussed it with you before.
Yes, I know. Brazen hooves, not blazon.
Yeah, brazen hooves.
Okay, your accent's weird. Hey, brazen hooves. You have to sever your feet. Oh yeah, actually, you do have to cut your legs off for this. Let's see. Transformation takes 1 minute. You can make 1 hoof attack per round as a secondary natural attack that deals a d4 damage as if it's a medium creature, plus a d6 of fire damage. Does not set surfaces on fire.
I thought it was cheaper than this. What was the implant that costed 8,000 we were talking about getting you?
Balefly?
No, I don't know. Yeah, this is why I was gonna bring it. Probably mention it to him later when we had more money.
Money is not the issue. You just need to give something of equal value.
Yes, we only hit. We can. I don't want to make too many contracts right now for esoteric values. Yeah, we want.
This is usually demon only stuff, but I'll allow it for infernal stuff as well.
Mm-hmm.
Because
I mean, a lot of them work really well with demon. Like demon tongue is very easily devil tongue. There's lots of devils with brazen hooves. But yeah.
oh god, I read this one. It reminds me of the Adventure Time bit. Hey kid, you want a free demon heart?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, I don't know why these are so expensive. When we were talking, it wasn't that expensive at all.
I
There's
don't know,
also-
I might have had the wrong link.
There's
pulled
also the flesh warping.
up. Hmm.
Yes, that could have been it.
I think the tail was affordable, and then the hooves were more like we discussed it being later.
Those ones are obviously infernal. The flesh warpers are like aberration focused, but they can be made into infernal stuff
Hmm.
because you like literally get your body fucked up. Like poison fangs, retractable spines.
Yes, that's what we were looking at.
Okay.
Spittle glands. You can shoot black spit that blinds creatures, but the penalty is you can no longer speak or cast spells.
I don't think that's worth much. Very all.
Yeah, I think we talked about the
Carapace?
carapace. Yes.
Well,
as
yeah.
well, before.
The carapace is really good. It's just a flat +4 to natural armor.
With -4 ACP, which isn't that bad, especially if you're already wearing full plate.
Which he already is, I think.
Yeah.
Plus, all my spells I cast are basically self-bust.
Mm.
So the fail chance wouldn't really affect me.
Oh, you don't have a fail chance because you're a divine caster.
Oh.
Yeah, divine spells never fail. Carapace. That's 1,800. You would need to give something of equal value.
Mm-hmm.
Or you need to spend 8,000 from the group fund, which is all your group fund, plus 10,000 of other value.
Hi. Well, it is something we are interested in at a later point. For now, we have many tasks on hand, and I do not wish to continue bartering with.
By the way, I actually have the gold value for souls.
Oh. How much is it?
A basic soul, aka a commoner's soul, is worth 100 gold. Noteworthy souls, aka mid-level characters, rulers, or famous people, are worth 500 gold. Grand souls, aka high-level characters, great heroes, dragons, are worth 1,000 to 5,000 gold. And legendary.
People?
Wait, is there any way for me? Okay, this doesn't exist in actual game outside of high level spells. Is there any way for me to gather souls?
Yes, if you have a contract meant to gather souls and you kill someone,
Like,
it collects it for you. Yes.
I don't know.
I mean, I'm
Yeah.
sure there's something.
Actually, the most recent hardcover book for Damned Souls is 1,000 plus a times CR. Yeah, let's see. Souls Life Force is set as base GP value. It's a CR times 1,000 for how much? So a CR 20 creature's soul is worth 20,000 gold.
Mm-hmm.
Worth half if it's a vermin or animal.
Okay, I have a question. So generally, soul gems last forever, right?
Yes.
But the create soul gem spell used to last forever. Then it was errated to only last 1 day per level. Is it possible we can use the unerrated version?
Let's see.
If so, I think that would be a great skill for Azrael to have.
I don't know.
That's fine if not.
I have to think about it. Let's see. Because it's meant to take the soul for it's a temporary holding place for the soul.
Hmm.
And then you consume it when you need it.
Nom nom nom.
Yeah, I think I would have to keep it temporary.
That's fair. But yeah. If you could do...
Oh, sorry. If you wanted to collect souls, you could just make another contract with your contract devil over here.
No, I don't. No, this is all out of character.
And have him, yeah, I know, and have him collect souls for you.
Or
No,
you
it's
could,
not.
or you could try to bind a Keiko Daemon.
Yeah, but I don't want to deal with Damon.
Daemons are literally shitty. That's their entire job, is to be shitty, and eat souls.
That is one of the funny things is just like getting a Keiko demon familiar and this being like, yeah, give me a soul gem. I want to eat it. No, fuck you. Give it to me. Eat his soul and give me the gem.
Once per day, a Tekojiba can ingest a spirit that has died within the last minute and then regurgitate the soul gem. Ooh, any evil outsider can eat a soul gem, giving them fast healing.
Oh, well, I am an evil outsider.
Also, you can eat soul gems, which immediately condemns the soul within to the lower planes.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Since I'm a devil, would eating a soul gem condemn them to the Black Fortress?
Yes.
Pog.
You would have to vor them, though.
I'm down.
I'm gonna quote you on that.
If you could perhaps establish some line of contact to us, to a soul flesh crafter for us, not a true one.
Zarab interrupts and says, "My master, I will do such a thing when the time is right."
Oh, thank you very much. I forget we have 2 lines of contact to the Black Fortress now.
Yes, and Zarab here is much more powerful of a soul than I am, so I will leave you to it.
Wait, really?
Yes.
Oh, no, Zarab is.
Yes,
Sorry.
Zarab is a much more powerful soul than Lamesh.
Yeah, sorry, I thought if Zarab was saying that to Lamesh, and I'm like, what? Alright, well.
Lamesh will at-will plane shift, because all devils can do that now in this universe.
Mm-hmm.
Which is
You're
terrible.
welcome.
Terrible for everyone involved.
It's great for me. I'm fine with it.
It's very bad. Oh, all decently powered devils can at-will plane shift. Like Lemur's can't, or whatever, but...
I mean, like, I can't. I mean, it's great because I like devils.
Yes, and now there are devils showing up on planes they're not supposed to be on.
Pog,
Which is just very unfun for everyone involved.
I can't wait till the 7 hear of this. Like, what? Although they won't hear for it for a while, because they're 3 months behind us.
No, they're actually catching up pretty quick.
Oh, Pog.
Because they had a lot of travel. So, gang. That contract, the contract is not signed, but the Flesh Warper is in the back burner.
Pog.
Okay, is there anything else we would like to do before I actually end the session?
Can we, take the month?
To do Kingmaker?
Yeah.
Sure.
I believe we were gonna spend a couple hundred gold to retrain Grimm's health to give him 2 extra hit points.
Yes.
Oh wait, no, we have a 10-day, right? We're on the 26th, 22nd.
Well, we can check the Living World. Let's see. It is the 22nd of Zoros in 1201 AC.
And 32 is the end of the month.
30 is the end of the month.
Okay, so we have 8 days.
All months have 30 days.
Okay, so we will let Grim retrain for 3 days. I did the math at some point. I will redo the math. That will give him 3 extra hit points. As he spends some time under a waterfall, meditating.
Probably just standing at a cliff punching the wall.
Nice.
3 times level times 10. 3 times 6 times 10 times 3. So we will spend 540 gold to retrain Grim 3 times.
So that just gets 2 hit points for him.
3.
3 hit points.
And can you deduct that from the group fund for us, Tinky?
Yep.
Please and thank you.
Please and thank you.
Niall, is there anything you'd like to do during this 8-day? Andre is sleepy.
I'm here.
He's a sweepy.
Sorry.
He's a sweepy boy.
Is there anything you'd like to do during the 8-day?
I don't think so.
This is what Andre looks like right now.
Oh no.
Better be cute.
Word.
I think that bird's adorable.
No,
I-
this is what I look like. Let me see if I can find it.
It's just like an actual picture of you. It's like not even funny. It's just like a real picture.
Oh God. No, this is how I look like right now.
Just send a selfie right now, Andre.
Ah,
Lame.
yes, the horrifying spider bird.
Oh, so Andre, I think I've mentioned this before. We normally you leave right after the session, and we normally talk finances at the end of after the session ends. If there's anything you want or are interested in, voice it towards me. I normally manage the group fund more or less.
Okay. I mean, there's not a lot that a kineticist buys, so
Mhm. Yeah, you can see we're getting funky with Grim. A lot of our group fund goes towards Grim.
yeah.
This is what Grim looks like. God, I can't get over the like little sassy hand point forward.
I can't get over the fact that this video is accompanied with a Fortnite backdrop audio.
Oh yeah, I love that video. Or like the what's it called, the Five Nights at Freddy's song with it. So,
Yeah, so
Uh,
before I start snoring again,
that is the end, I believe, today.
Mm-hmm.
Not a lot of exciting things happened, but we did actually plan some stuff out.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
we set multiple things down.
Oh, I didn't get to
Exciting.
do this. I was gonna
the
put this
exciting things
song.
happen next time.
I got a song, but I forgot about it after we started talking. I was gonna play this for the last like hour of the session. One sec. Oh, that's the Flesh Warper audio. That, by the way, I think I might make that the theme song for this campaign.
I know this music.
That's the Law and Order theme.
Oh,
It's an American TV show. It's essentially just like... I mean, it's essentially a show that tries to make cops look good. But some of it's actually pretty good. Law and Order SVU is the best show.
Oh, can Zarab shapeshift? He can't.
Can what?
Zarab shapeshift?
No.
Okay. Can we send 2 points, build points to buy him a greater height of disguise?
Sure. And then would you guys want to do the kingdom building?
I'm down.
Or do you want to save that for later?
I think we should get it out of the way now because it's kind of mind-numbing to do it at the start of a session.
Okay, it is now the 1st of... What's the next month called? I need to actually put the calendar in World Anvil. Accordion calendar. You know I have to design calendars for different cultures? That's great. It's the 1st of Marpanoth. It's actually, it's about fall right now. It is autumn. It is the 1st of Marpanoth. Oh god, it's the 1st. The 1st.
First.
Now the 1st of Marpanoth. Firth. I said I'm posting porn in the chat. There, I deleted it, but yes, I did post the porn.
I saw.
Yes, it was a great one.
I know you posted that one a lot.
It's a good one, though. So. Kingdom building time. Let's do it. Oh, we do the Law and Order theme. First things first, upkeep phase. Someone roll me D20 plus 28. The DC is 26.
Did I make it?
You did. Just barely. Next, pay consumption. Pay 2.
Ah!
Next. Fill vacant magic item slots. I will do that in my own time.
Pog.
Modify unrest. We have no unrest. Right next to the unrest, I'm putting negative 14. No, actually negative 16, because that's as high the unrest you can go before you start having effects. So you can really fuck people.
We will.
Would anyone like to... Okay, Edict phase. Would anyone like to change any leadership roles?
Sorry, Zarab.
Sarab, where's he going?
Viceroy. Or I think you called it
Count's Aid, yeah.
He has 22 charisma.
Yeah, so he has +3 to it. His Count's Aid is charisma divided by 2.
I will move, what the other person's name?
Jeddah.
I will move Jeddah to a different position. Not like on the court, but like
Jeddah is upset that she lost her job.
I move her to like still a noble-ish title.
There are no other titles.
I mean like a high-ranking job in the government.
What job?
One, I don't know. Fucking.
Wait, what did I miss? Sorry?
We're replacing Jeddah, the aide.
Count's bed warmer.
Wait, hold on. Can one person please explain what happened?
What?
Like 3 of you talked at the same time and I couldn't hear anything.
There you go. God, every time she pops up, I can't remember what she's good at.
Jeddah?
Yeah.
She's got decent dex, decent charisma.
There you go. She can be the new Secretary of Agriculture.
She doesn't know anything about agriculture.
She can be the Secretary of Labor.
Alright. You're giving her essentially a title that sounds nice but means nothing.
Yeah,
Wait, who are we talking about?
Jeddah.
Jeddah.
Hey, look, on the upside for her, she got demoted, but she has less work to do, and she's not really getting paid less.
She's no longer in the council, though. I'm gonna have to put her in the town somewhere, not near the council's place.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you mean the lady that we're gonna give to the devil eventually?
Oh
No.
no.
No, that's Alice.
No? Wait. I don't know who that
Oh
is.
yeah, we can do that at the start of the next session.
I don't know who Jeddah is then, sorry. I'm terrible with names.
Up
The
next.
chick with the fro and the mask.
She didn't have a fro, she had a mohawk.
Mohawk.
That did not help at all. My memory's got
Okay, let's see. We have all our terrain improvements and all the hexes we possibly can claim. Would you like to make a new city?
Yes.
Okay, would you like to change edicts?
Nope.
Okay, would anyone like to withdraw from the treasury?
Nope.
Yes.
Yeah, because we have to have 2 withdraw to get the hat.
Oh yeah.
Wait, sorry. It is actually 12k. We can spend 6k from the personal finances. So how much did the BP translate to?
Or you could just get 6 BP.
That could possibly cause problems.
How many BP do we have?
We have let's see, actually. 16 BP.
Okay, yeah, we'll take 6k from the group fund and then spend 3 BP.
Okay, we now have 100. We have 19k, not 1900 in the group fund.
Yeah.
And unrest increases by 3. So it's at 3 unrest.
Oh god,
And since we gained unrest, can't one of our rolls try to negate it?
That is on. There's a specific phase for that.
Okay.
Let's see. Actually, that was before. The Royal Enforcer can do it next step. Not next step. Next month.
Okay.
Next. Income phase. Make deposits.
Wait. Sorry. In the edicts, we don't have any taxation?
No.
Oh, wait. Oh, I guess we should change the edicts then. We should have...
Yeah.
There should be like at least one festival per year. How is this place prospering with no taxation?
Because no one has to pay taxes. Everyone has money.
How the
I mean, like...
how the fuck did the Flame Fang do anything around here?
Well, that was their... They had, like, taxes. You guys did not, so far.
Oh.
No. We would have had the same taxes as the Flame Fang.
Say,
Yeah,
so...
I was
Edicts. So, let's see...
Sorry. I did not realize that you set them all to nothing.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, how the fuck did the Flame Fang get any money then?
Yeah. Okay.
So,
They-
first
they
things
taxed-
first, they had 0 festivals per year. They had token promotion, and normal taxation.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just keep the normal taxation and, like, what, 1 festival per year?
I think 1 festival is the best.
What about promotion? Essentially, promotion is getting people to come to the kingdom.
That's not bad.
Sorry, let me check what it costs and gives us.
There's a chart right here. I put it in the contract thing.
So yeah, token promotion. Token promotion. 1 holiday per year.
Yeah, we do need more people to show up as...
Normal taxation.
All right. Loyalty is our lowest stat. But it is still 22, so it's not terrible.
Any way we can boost that?
Economy, we're doing great economically, but loyalty's not amazing.
How can we boost that?
By being nicer.
Just build more prisons and gallows.
No.
So, make deposits for...
I'm gonna bunk you the blunt part of my staff for that.
Would anyone like to sell other magic items for BP?
No.
Okay.
I don't...
Then, attempt an economy check. So roll d20 plus 36.
Alright, Merasmus, you got this.
Okay then.
Roll a nat 20.
It's slash R, then...
Yes.
36.
We have been playing for months.
And I'm an idiot, you know this.
But so is Austin, and he understands.
Mm-hmm. Wow,
Okay,
Merasmus.
so one of the possible worst rolls. Okay, we can do it. Let's see. 38, so divided by 3. So we get 12. Plus 4, we get 16 BP. So we're at 29.
God, yeah, we're doing so good economically.
I'm not sure if that's sarcastic at all.
We actually are.
No, we are. Like, really fucking good.
One of the lowest rolls possible, and we still got 16.
Let's
Yeah.
see.
We got, like,
Would you like
4
to
BP in
build
further
buildings?
campaign.
What? Sorry?
Build buildings.
Chandler Cross.
Anything necessary Shannon Cross would need?
We can look at Chandler Cross and see if we want to expand it.
Maybe I was gonna say a hospital or something, but I don't think those have been invented yet.
Clinic, yeah, that's definitely something you could do.
Oh yeah, that should be fine then.
Hospital is literally one of the options, but it's expensive as fuck.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Buildings. Why did it not go to buildings?
See, there's what, libraries, luxury stores. Let me it in the general chat. This is what the buildings are. This is the first time some of you are doing kingdom building.
Yeah, and I'm trying to take this as serious as possible. Oh my god, yeah, that is a lot of BP for a hospital. Jesus.
We gotta save up for that Fortress of Faith.
We gotta get another mansion.
No.
Wait, loyal.
Oh, you're looking for things that boost loyalty?
We can build a monument.
To
Me.
Brewery, boost loyalty.
So if we make a monument to the settlement founder, we gain +1 loyalty and -1 unrest.
But we can actually do better by getting a dance hall. +1 economy, +2 loyalty, and +1 unrest.
Or you could get another temple.
Oh. Dance halls cause more corruption and crime.
Does that really matter much?
A dance hall. They're gonna have a strip club.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what. Okay, sorry, I did not know that. I don't know most of the definition for old-timey words.
It's an establishment for dancing, drinking, carousing.
Ah, okay.
Breweries give loyalty 1, stability 1.
We could do a graveyard.
Merasmus, you're echoing. You're echoing, Merasmus, by the way. There you go.
Yeah, we could do a graveyard. +1
Okay,
loyalty.
It's not very good.
It would involve having a graveyard within city walls.
Yeah.
What, granary?
An inn.
That's not bad.
Another
+1
inn?
economy, +1 loyal. Oh, do we? Oh yeah, we already do have one.
Yes.
I thought it was just a tavern.
Ooh, a jail. Yeah.
Don't we already have a dungeon or something?
You have a dungeon, you don't have like a full jail.
So yeah, a dungeon gives +2 loyalty, +2 stability, -2 unrest, -1 crime, +1 law. I vote jail. That is very good for us.
We could also do a monastery. +1 law, +1 lore, +1 stability.
We can do an orphanage.
There are actually a decent amount of orphans in town.
What do you guys think?
You can only build
jail.
one. I was gonna say, we can only build one thing.
Okay.
Jail is my vote.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
I'm waiting for now to decide.
It gives you the best bonuses, takes up very little space, and is very good for cost benefit. Plus, our plans for procuring people have involved jailing.
True, but the orphanage just thing is something for like. Technically, there's a lot of them in our town.
Orphanage.
Can we do like a? Can we mix? Can we mix brothel and orphanage and do horphanage?
No.
Yeah, can we?
No.
Well, no, it's no. One part of it is the orphanage, and the other, it's like a gas station Wendy's.
No. You mean like a 7-Eleven?
Yeah, like a gas station, like a 7-Eleven that's also like a Melio's sub sandwiches place. I don't know if you guys have Melio's where you live.
No, I
Like
never heard of that.
like a Culver's. Do you guys have Culver's? Is that, I know that's a Midwest thing.
I live in Florida. I don't know what the heck that is.
Culver's is
Culver's?
great.
Yeah.
They have the best. They have these things called a butter burger.
This is like a heart attack waiting to happen.
It is. It's a burger that's not. It's like coated, not coated, but it's like got a layer of it basically is dipped in butter
Um,
before you cook it.
Okay,
Tinky,
so-
random note: the stables should be next to a house.
It is.
My house.
Oh, okay, yeah. Sorry.
It is
so-
next to a house. Adjacency also includes diagonal.
Mm-hmm.
That is the definition of adjacent.
Oh,
True.
we should get a university.
Oh,
Wow.
where are we putting the jail? Do we
Presume-
put it next to the Temple of Babylon?
Nah. We can expand the temple. Temples
Okay.
can become holy sites, which give huge benefits.
But you would also need an RP reason for it to be a holy site.
Well, I mean, not holy site, but like
A cathedral?
yeah.
Oh, cathedral, okay. Yeah, cathedral takes up like 4 lots, so you'd have to demolish this house.
That's fine. It'll happen eventually.
But it also halves consumption for promotion.
Mm-hmm.
You would also need more than 1 priest for a cathedral.
Yep. I mean, we have multiple devils. Like as soon as we build a cathedral, the devils can take the cathedral over.
Well, I thought our deal was to have a cathedral in I don't know where the fuck it's called again.
Lacombe.
Yeah,
Oh,
Lacombe.
it's not a cathedral, it's just a temple.
Well, yeah, but
uh,
still.
I thought it was that we set up a major cathedral in the region.
It is.
I know.
Oh, okay.
Oh, did the deal change eventually?
No, it was just like we need a major church. The major church in the region needs to be a temple to Babylon.
No,
So
that
it-
wasn't the deal.
No, it's like
That's what I've heard of the deal.
No, the
They-
deal it was specifically written down. Let me
I
check.
put it in my notes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It's
they-
a temple.
they just wanted a building in
It's
Lacombe
like a
to
temple.
use as
Yep.
a temple.
they said they want a temple to Babylon in Lacombe,
Yep.
and then when it's set up, it will be staffed by devils.
Yeah, that's all they wanted.
And you didn't write this down, but the group would get 100,000 gold pieces for it.
Is Lacombe the capital?
Yes.
Okay.
So
We
you
gotta
would need
change
you
the
would need
capital to Shannon Cross.
I would say we would need the authority to like build things in Lacombe. So you would have to take Lacombe over for this.
Yep.
You have until the end of your natural life to do it.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, jail.
Where
Oh wait, what's the prison?
you need to make a jail first to make a prison.
We have a prison. Wait, there's a prison on the map, Tinky.
Where?
Top.
Abbey prison.
Yeah, I just put it there.
Oh. Oh, that okay. So that's the jail we're building.
Yes. Where would you like it?
So mansion. What do we want next to the mansion? Upgrade to noble villa. So the noble villa. Presumably we can turn this entire set into like a castle.
Or palace.
Yeah. This will end up taking 4 tiles. We can build
We can
another
put
house
the
and a
prison
shop.
under the waterfall.
That's true. We don't really need anything else in this tile.
Have a slave labor force of prisoners. You know,
'Cause we
go
can-
full
we-
America on it.
We can upgrade the stable into a guild house, which takes up 2 tiles long. Probably add another house here, build a shop here.
Are we gonna have
Um,
any more temples? Are we gonna have a temple to each of the God Claw members, or?
presumably, once I make it into like a 4x4, it can be a temple to the Godclaw.
I was about to say, because separate temples for each god would get in a lot of fights.
Yeah.
I would like a shrine to Malar.
You could just make them in your house.
A shrine to Malar in a city is the most hilarious thing I've ever heard of.
True.
Yeah, I
And wouldn't you already have one in
I
your?
don't think a god would like that.
Well, what's it called? You can always purchase a district like this way, or like this way, and then like expand outside the walls.
Or into the mountain.
Yeah. All right.
Where are the windmills on the Chandler Cross?
I'll show you.
They are water wheels.
Yep, they're exactly the same. These are granaries. Like they break down grain, but they use water instead of wind.
Okay.
So the jail would be like this.
Yeah, I tried my best to make it all fit like geographically. And
So
there are.
wouldn't we have an infinite water source?
That's not an infinite water source. That water source could run out. That is not infinite.
Okay.
Oh, so wait, is that border water?
Technically no, because none
No?
of the stuff that affects water borders will ever affect a mountain stream.
Well, mills.
Well,
Guys,
that's fine.
I really do have to go. It's
That's
5
fine.
a.m.
That's fine.
I consider all of the middle tiles to have a water border, and that's it.
Okay.
Because the river
You
goes
guys
through.
have fun. And
I'll see you.
everyone
Yeah, I'll see you on
next-
Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday. Bye-bye.
Bye bye. Bye now. Everyone wave bye.
Bye, baby. See you in a couple hours.
Oh, that's the wrong gif. But do hop on Zomboid though. Let's see. Yeah, I consider this middle thing to have water borders. That's it. So you can
Yeah,
do
it's not
weird.
relevant.
I was gonna say you can do weird things with it. Like you technically could have a dock here.
That goes nowhere.
Yeah, that goes nowhere. If this was like Kingmaker, like the video game, it would totally let you do that. But
I think I've done that before, Kingmaker. I'm pretty sure there's this just random docks on a pond.
oh yeah, I love that. It's like build docks. It's like this pond's like maybe like 100 meters wide.
Adjacent to water. Smiles. Or create a ever-flowing chalice of water that counts you as having water border, then proceed to make a docks off of that water border.
All right, I gotta run and get food before all the places close. So I'm
Alright.
gonna jump off.
Alright. Yeah. So we just have kingdom events left.
I will roll to see if one happens, because one happened last time. So there's only, if I roll 25 or less, something happens. Okay, of course something does. Alright.
Oh my god, wait, if we get a temple to Babylon, it gives us +4 economy.
I already do have I already marked it as a temple to
Yeah.
Babylon.
Oh, so we already have +4 economy.
That's why our economy is so high.
Yeah.
Let's just build 4 more temples to Babylon.
I'm just making a temple city. That's like the
Temple-topia.
that you gotta find a way to RP that. That's like ultimate min-maxing. It's like yes, build a city. All it's only temples, no houses.
No houses, no cathedrals.
It's temples. So gang, someone roll me a D100 for the event.
Who wants to do it?
Grim?
Yeah,
Grim-
I can do it.
I'll say Grim is leaving. You can leave if you want, Grim. If you don't want to roll it, but if you want to stay for it, it's fine. 2 people are typing.
What do you need?
D100.
D100.
Oh, oops.
Okay, Grim, you can head out if you want. 36. Awesome. Dangerous Kingdom event.
Oh my god.
Oh,
boy.
Okay, roll me a D100 again.
Who is, can I, do you want
Press. Yeah.
Ugh.
Oh,
bad or good?
that's. How is this even gonna work?
Is it something that won't work physically, or something that could just
No,
destroy
I
us
just.
in an
I
instant?
need to explain this. Okay, so. There is an Inquisition.
What?
Zealots mobilize public opinion against a specific race, religion, or behavior.
Against Drow.
Do we roll on that?
I need to decide
I-
how that would be.
I feel like it would be against Drow.
Or are they gonna kick Grim out of town because of
Yeah,
how
Grim.
violent?
It might be Grim. I mean, it could be shapeshifters or Drow. Perhaps the 3 ladies who were anti-Babylon come for me.
Yeah, let's say there is a there is a spike of like fiendish activity, and the the Moonstone Inquisitors begin to rile civilians up. Not necessarily rile them up as in like call for armed rebellion, but like there is a distaste for the harsh rulings of Basilius and his council. And they are zealotous and they begin to mobilize. Attempt a loyalty check.
Oh,
Oh no.
A d20 plus 22.
Okay, not bad.
Okay. If you fail, blah blah blah. If you succeed, the zealots are somewhat suppressed. So, you begin to suppress the rebellion. Lower loyalty, productivity, and stability decrease by 1.
Okay. That's sort of useful.
decrease.
Decrease.
Oh, never mind.
And then
Never
next
mind.
month, you can attempt to do it again. And if you succeed, nothing will happen. If you fail, it'll get worse and worse and worse.
Why do we keep rolling the shit rolls?
Wait, how do we end it?
You have to do it twice in a row.
Okay. So you said if you succeed, nothing will happen.
You know, if you succeed, it's essentially so. First time you succeed, it's -1. If you succeed again, it ends. If you fail, it becomes -2. If you fail, it becomes -3. If you fail, it becomes -4, and it continues to increase.
Nice.
So you are somewhat able to quell and more put popular opinion on your end, but there is still, especially because the Warlord Inquisitor did literally see the group before Basilius, but they literally did see you make a deal with the devil. There.
Hey, we did it to save their goddamn church.
Yes.
We could
Wait,
have.
you guys did that in front of them?
Well, yeah, because
We couldn't hide it because he was already up. They saw us with it up there.
well, yeah, the presence of it was what's it called? It was Lockham.
It was basically the same guy you.
Well, yeah, his presence was summoning minor lemures, and they had to get him out, but he said he would only... But then they had to make a deal so he wouldn't attack them immediately upon leaving.
Yeah, we specified from literally the tallest building in the land to literally the earth itself.
Yeah. Yeah, that was originally how they met the Vengeance Devil.
He's a good guy. I like him.
Yeah, that's literally like how we met him. Like we had to make a deal with him because if not, we would either enter combat, get our asses whooped, or somehow agree to a deal to where he fucks off. And we've found not getting our asses kicked more reasonable than that.
So,
Nice.
that's what happened, yeah. So, there is now a Inquisition in town about
Well,
apparently the leaders are cohorting with devils. And that is a rumor that's going around.
idiots. I give off an aura of lawful good. You buffoons!
But everyone in the council does not. Just you. So, gang, that's the end of the session for today.
Yep.
We're gonna exterminate